All right, looks like this stream's going. Just gonna check the audio.
All right,
Right?
looks like this stream's going. Just gonna check the audio.
All right, looks like the audio's going. See people join the chat too. All right, so hello everyone and welcome to another live stream here. Today's the 5,000 live stream that I've been talking about for quite a while that I'm finally going to be doing here. And pretty much today's stream is going to be a bit more of a chill one. I'm going to start off with some more like Q&A type stuff here probably, and then get into the other just Halloween news that's come out this week. And of course got Blow Up the Yard joining here once again for live stream. So all should be good.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, hi everyone. See lots of you in the chat there. Yeah, so I guess too, just before we start off too, thanks for 5,000 everything on the channel. It's kind of crazy that I've hit 5,000 now, and I can't wait to see how much more the channel grows over this Halloween season. Yeah, hopefully it'll get pretty big. Yeah, so I guess start off probably, yeah, if any of you want to ask any questions like Q&A type stuff, just either about Halloween in general or just even the channel too, if you want, you can ask those away. Yeah, Godzilla 1954. So you said that your uncle passed away. Yeah, it sucks, but hopefully this live stream here cheer you up a bit. Yeah, Rainmaster, you said you're playing some Lego. Nice. Always love building some Lego.
I can't even see the chat yet. It's not loading very well.
No. They all loading up here on my screen. Oh yeah, here I see one first question we got from Big O Jumbo. What do you think of the Sinister Straw Man? It's your dark reskin.
Peak prop.
Yeah. Honestly, I think it looks pretty cool. I haven't looked too much into the new animatronics we've gone yet, just because I've been a bit busy, but what I saw from the one video I saw, it looks pretty good.
Yeah, I have multiple opinions on a Sinister Straw Man, but like you said, we'll get into that later.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I guess we will talk about it more later, but yeah, it's like, yeah, first opinions of him, he looks pretty good. Nice, another Mr. Dark reskin. And yeah, Godzilla 1954 was my day today. Pretty good day. An awesome past couple of weeks, getting to the start of summer here. Yeah, Ben Saunders. You don't think it's worth $330 for that new Strawman guy? Yeah, the original Mr. Dark was $250, but
I think it's pretty worth it. I mean,
yeah. Like the last few years, these Mr. Dark reskins have been around there.
Better.
Yeah, not the worst price. Oh yeah, Godzilla. Hopefully I get to 30,000. That'd be awesome. Oh, you have a question about the yard?
No, I think it's pretty funny. Other people should be asking more questions here, though.
Uh-huh. We just need more people here join the stream. See if anyone else asks. Yeah, all of you watching, and type anything you want in the chat. Any questions or anything you want to ask? Oh, yeah, there's another question. John, however you say that name there, I'm not too sure, but like Spirit Halloween 2025. Yeah, I'm liking so far what we've seen for Spirit Halloween 2025, I would say. I think I might like it more than last year.
Agreed. I think I like it better than last year, but I still feel like 2023 has been one of my favorite years. It's kind of hard to top for me personally.
Yeah, I really like 2023 too. Just like all the jump scares we got that year, that was like insane.
I mean, there's so many good things. There was
Right.
Gordo, the Black Heart, Desmodus,
Yeah. Darling Dolly.
other
That one.
things. Darling Dolly, Emmeline,
Yeah. Some of the good ones that
Hellspawn.
year.
Hellspawn's kind of tied for my favorite Mr. Dark next to Sinister Strawman, but
Yeah.
Sinister Strawman definitely has more detail.
Yeah, I think they're definitely in more detail with their Mr. Dark reskins. Mr. Dark's pretty simple one. Hellspawn was fairly simple, and then
Mm-hmm.
yeah, two new ones the past couple years
Honestly,
were
I
good.
know a lot of people are getting tired of them, but
Right.
I kind of want to see how far they're going to take it. Like, it'd be kind of funny if they continued it for the next 5 years or something.
Right. I assume they will
And
continue
I mean,
it
if the
at this
mechs
point.
just keep getting slightly better and it doesn't get too expensive, it's not a bad thing.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, Godzilla also asked, think about this season. Yeah, looking pretty good. Yeah, cool dudes. He said, how's it like having 5,000 subs? Yeah, pretty good. Just same as always, though. Just keep like slowly growing the channel and everything. Yeah, Big O Jumbo, he said, most excited for the 15-foot scarecrow from Home Depot. Yeah, I'm curious to see that guy like in person too if he does come to stores here in Canada, like just how big that 15-foot actually
Yeah.
looks, because it sounds crazy.
I like the Crow reskin one that they leaked, a month ago or whatever. I like that
Oh,
one a
yeah?
little bit more, but I know for a fact I doubt that one's like coming to Canada because it is a reskin.
Right. There's probably a lot out there that won't come to Canada as always, I think, with Home Depot. Maybe there's a chance it'll bring everything, but I doubt it. Yeah, Godzilla, you said you're really glad we got Two-Face Teddy. Yeah, he's an alright animatronic. I would have liked if it was like a Teddy animatronic, like I originally thought, like a teddy bear, but for what it is, he's a decent budget prop.
Yeah, I think he's overhated for sure. He does the job,
Right.
and he's like miles better than Night Terror, especially build
I
wise.
know.
It's nice that he actually has like Silent and Deadly's decent build to it.
Right, it's not that bad. Yeah, hi, Parker, Spirit Halloween Man. Yeah, what's thoughts on Twisted Grandma? Yeah, another new one that got released the other day. Honestly, I think she's interesting jump scare or like animation on her. She spins around stuff. Yeah, Ben Saunders said Scarecrow from Lowe's, that chilling props in box, it looks pretty cool. Yeah, I saw a new Scarecrow guy too. He looks like a cool one. Might be one of the best
Yeah.
Scarecrows we ever gotten. I don't know.
Maybe I thought he was 10 foot though. Was he not 10 foot in the Lowe's League originally?
I thought it was more 8 foot. Maybe it was originally supposed to be 10. Not too sure.
Yeah, I don't because he's like 7 foot or 8 foot or something on the release models. Like I thought he
Right.
was bigger. It's not bad, but I can't even remember. I thought it wasn't even like outdoor rated for some reason, or maybe it was.
I thought it was supposed to be, or maybe that was just me predicting, but yeah. Well, I got a lot more questions here in the chat now too. Oh yeah, hi Jenny Mena. John Leachy said, yeah, what do you think of Headcase Harry? Yeah, he's an interesting one with like the molded together heads right there. That's an interesting design, and also I don't hate
It's a
it.
good mold, but like the leaked audio it's pretty rough. It
Oh,
is
really?
kind of just an SVI clown standard.
Yeah, right. Yeah, still cool look though.
I like Monkey Business more myself. I just think he's like actually kind of funny.
Yeah, Monkey Business is kind of cool one. It would be one maybe I consider again, but his price seems a little bit high. I don't
It
know.
is pricey. Half off though. I mean, like,
Wouldn't be the worst half off.
you'd be like what, like 450 Canadian or something like that.
Maybe because there's 330 US, right?
I mean, yet again, Sinister Strong, that's the same price, and odds are I'm probably gonna buy him.
Yeah.
And Fire Demon, but we'll have to see this year.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, cool dudes. He said, what do you think about the clowns for this year? I feel like there's a lot of clowns this year. I'm surprised there's more clowns this year than for last year for Spirit Halloween's like
I
theme and
kind of
everything.
saw it coming. Like, I kind of knew when they did the carnival theme that they would
Right.
release the least amount of clowns after seeing like last year's lineup. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, then we're gonna be back to like 5 clowns again next year.
I know. Accessory pretty much only got 2 plus Art the Clown, I think.
We got Nibbles. We got Nibbles and Dan. That was it.
Right. Like barely any.
And maybe you can count Bobby Strings or Barnaby, but they're just carnival, not even clowns.
Yeah, they're not really clowns. Yeah, more carnival. Yeah, it's alright to see clowns, though. I don't mind it too much, but I would like to see more variety of characters like how we see from Home Depot and Lowe's. Yeah, Artem Skeleton, best animatronic of all time. Yeah, it's always a hard question to choose because there's just so many out there. Honestly, don't know.
What do you like have a favorite in your collection though, Alex?
Yeah, probably my collection. I have a favorite. Oh no, I do really like Skill Crane. He's an awesome one that I have. Maybe my favorite of the ones I have.
Fair enough. I don't know what my favorite would be personally. Out of my collection, I like some of the Home Depot stuff for sure, because that's where a lot of my stuff comes from. I like the Ghost Trio I just got. Video coming later.
Yeah, that's cool one I saw you got. Yeah, let me just scroll down a bit to the most recent chats, see what people are saying. Yeah, hi, Dominic's Clay channel. Yeah, I see Big O Jumbo. He said, what do you think of the Groundbreaker zombie that's on a track from Home Depot this year? Yeah, I remember that guy. I forget lots of the Home Depot guys, but...
I think he's underrated. He's going to
Yeah.
be expensive. Supposedly he is 300 American, which means
Oh,
400
really?
Canadian. It's not like bad. I
No.
just really hope he's fog compatible because he looks like fog should spew out of his mouth. That'd be really
Right.
cool.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, I think he's an alright one. It's a little bit weird having the track there, but does have that cool animation, and for what it is, it's pretty cool looking.
hmm
And yeah, John Leichty said favorite animatronic from 2014. Yeah, honestly, I don't remember too much from what that
I
2014.
don't remember what 2014 either.
Yeah, I think that might have been the year that Barnyard Butcher. I've had some others too that I don't remember.
No? Yes. I mean, I'm just going to say Pumpkin Nester because that was his second returned year. And he
Yeah.
became more prominent that year.
Right. He's an awesome one. Yeah, Helen Goblins. What do you think of Backbend Bonnie? Or is that the name they went with, or did they change it? Well, whatever.
No, it
it
was
is.
Bonnie in the end.
Yeah.
I think Bernadette or whatever the hell it was like way too much.
Yeah. Yeah, overall, though, that animatronic looks like an interesting one. It's kind of weird, the jump scare, because it's a little bit similar to that Broken Spine Girl, but they changed it up too, in a way. Well, it's pretty good, though. Yeah, Park Spirit Halloween, man, he said Home Depot did great this year. Best is the Clown for sure. Yeah, Clown guy looks pretty good. Yeah, it seems like they have good stuff for this year. It's really curious to see when they're actually going to release stuff. Curious what they're actually going to have in
Yeah,
Canada.
it's funny that's the only like factory demo we've gotten yet was just that Clown guy. I still
Right.
have a theory it's hopefully coming out this week. So they released
Mhm.
this week last year.
Yeah. I feel like there's a good chance it could
In
be.
fact, our live stream we did was on Friday this week a year ago.
Oh, really? Yes, must
Yep.
have been around now. Yeah, well, hopefully they release something this
Right.
week then.
It would be a pretty busy week because tomorrow we're going to have at least Halloween costumes. I can only
Right.
imagine Spirit's going to release something else before Saturday. And then
Yeah.
if Home Depot jumps in the game, it's going to be a lot.
I know. And then, yeah, like,
I haven't had
those
time
Canadian
to make
retailers too that
videos
just
the
released
past,
stuff.
like 2 or 3 weeks now. I got a lot to catch up on.
yeah, just so much. Yeah, July is just always crazy for the releases.
Yeah, and then 100 days to Halloween starts in like 10 or 9 days, so like
Yeah.
next week.
I think it was the 21st I'm going to start it, so that might be next
Okay.
Monday.
Well, I guess I'll be starting on the 21st too then.
Yeah. I'll have to check in, but yeah, I think it should be 21st, so coming out soon, just daily uploads, that'll be fun again.
Mhm.
Let's see what else people saying. Yeah. Hi, Cameron Chun. Yeah, Friendly Badger. Yeah, thanks. Park Spirit Halloween Man. Yeah, bye. I guess see if you join the stream later. Yeah, Artem Skeleton. Favorite spirit animatronic for Wave 1 and Wave 2. overall, my favorite so far from what they've released, maybe Monkey Business. Oh no, he's a good one. Also, they brought back the
Okay,
Electrified
hot
Corpse.
take here. This is a really big hot take. Night Owl.
Yeah, Night Owl. Yeah, so
Night Owl, Sewer Rat, and
Yeah, Sewer Rat's
Sinister
good.
Strawman. I guess Sinister Strawman would be first for me, but then the other two right behind him.
yeah, the Strawman guy is pretty cool. I just kind of keep forgetting about him because I'm not really gonna get him. I don't think so. I
Yeah.
don't really need another Mr. Dark
The
type prop. but-
demo for him, he seemed to have a slower jump scare than Mr. Dark, but I'm pretty sure that's just because it's the prototype, and the prototype Mr. Darks are usually a lot slower.
Oh
So
yeah,
hopefully he's just as fast as Tallulah, but he
Hopefully.
does have a bigger head, and I think he is slightly heavier than the other three.
yeah. So guess that could slow it down, but yeah, hopefully
I
it's
just
still
hope he's
fast.
just as fast, because he has an
Right.
improved mech too. You can only imagine he must go a little faster than the demo.
Yeah, probably. Must be. Yeah, Big O Jumbo said, to be honest, last year the most underrated animatronic from Home Depot was Marsh Monster or Deadwater. Yeah, I think I kind of remember that guy. He's kind of forgettable for me because he never came
March
to Canada.
Monster
But,
was 2 years ago.
or 2 years ago? Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we sold again last year too, but
Yeah, he was underrated. I liked
Yeah.
the werewolf version they had at Costco last year. I almost bought that one.
right.
That one was weird because of the proportions, but I think it was good for the amount of animation. And
Yeah.
Pack is honestly like doing so well these past few years.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Yeah, Friendly Badger said best Haunter reel. Never had a single drama with anyone. Yes, there was always so much just random drama in the Haunter community.
Alex is the chill guy. What can we say?
I guess so. Yeah, Monkey Business.
I haven't done enough to be in any drama. I'm a pretty quiet channel.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, Monkey Business is the best release so far, Arkham Skeleton said. Yeah, maybe the best. I don't know. It's hard to say like when I
think
just do
he's
videos.
definitely like I said, I like all the clown props myself, but
Right.
none that I ever like put on my list because I don't buy clown stuff.
True.
But honestly, I think Monkey Business has the most personality out of a clown since like 2019. Like he's actually like a good goofy clown. I like him.
Right. Definitely,
He's
yeah.
not just a monster clown trying to be scary. You know, he's just a funny guy. He has monkeys in a box. What can you ask more of?
Yeah. Pretty cool idea and everything too on that. Well, yeah, hi, crazy Halloween and Chuck E. Cheese man, welcome. Yeah, lots of questions on here. Yeah, Arts and Skeleton, yeah, the Halloween costumes drop tomorrow at 10 p.m. Or 12 p.m. Central or CST. Yeah, I'm excited to see what they release tomorrow.
Yeah, they've released teasers and they had a handful of hunters coming and reacting to it.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine there must be some stuff better than their first wave, but
Yeah.
I don't know if it's still gonna beat the standards that Spirit and Home Depot have already set this year.
Yeah. Right. Well, yeah, Ben Saunders here said too that Halloween costumes has raised their prices. So the Halloween werewolf went from $350 to $500. Did they really raise
a
their
lot of
prices?
companies have been secretly raising their prices too. Sam's Club, for example, a bunch of those under 200 guys now, I believe, are slightly above 200. The
Oh,
Ghost
really?
Trio, out of curiosity, I checked, and I think he's sitting at like 120 now, when he was
Oh.
originally a $100 budget prop.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. I guess I don't really follow too much the US stuff, but
No,
yeah, I've,
I
not
don't. I
noticed
just
it all.
stumbled upon it the other day ago.
Wow.
I also found interesting is how cheap some of the Party City Canada stuff is this year, like compared to what they're selling in the States. Like it's the
I know.
same. For example, that werewolf is 500 at Halloween Costumes now, and
Yeah.
Party City Canada is 500. So it's actually not a bad deal when you consider
I know.
that.
Compared it to last year, though, at Big Lots, it's still a little bit expensive because it's only like 300 at Big Lots, so it should be only 500 or 400 in Canada. But Still, 500 is not the worst one. Yeah, you compare to how the prices
Honestly,
look
when
in
it
the
comes
U.S.
to a techie prop, like any techie prop, anything under 200 is a steal, in my opinion.
True. Yeah. If it's some
Like,
pretty good quality and
honestly, I
stuff.
feel like techies become the highest quality in retail market.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so, because yeah, SBI, they've been doing all right.
SBI is not doing bad. They're incredibly creative, but
Yeah.
they only put like a lot of quality into their bigger props. Like
I
their
know.
6 foot ones are still pretty
Mm-hmm.
basic welds and stuff.
Yeah. Some of the stuff I did get from like Home Depot last year, like Jack of Spades and Dune Deathologist, like they've done a bit better with like some of the design stuff, but yeah, just some like the mech and welds on it are still a little
Yeah, the
bit
mech and
not the
welds, they
greatest.
haven't really changed since like 2018.
True. Yeah. Oh, let's see what else are people saying. Yeah, Arts and Skeleton said animatronics. Do I want to get this year? Yeah, I'm not really deciding too much on like what I'm gonna get this year. I'm just gonna wait to see like stuff in stores. But so far, some that I probably will get is definitely a Plague Doctor from Rona. I'm liking him, and then also I don't know. I'll probably end up getting
He's
something from
fun on me
Spirit.
too.
Yeah,
I still find Canadian Tires thing funny with the $500, and it kind of makes me want to get it more.
I know. It's so weird Canadian Toss and their pricing. Because I remember that Grinch animatronic too. That last Christmas it was 500.
Oh,
And
that was absurd.
other
That was absurd.
yeah, so weird their pricing sometimes. Yeah, John HD said, how many animatronics do I have? Yeah, I think currently I'm at around 31 animatronics. Decent sized collection.
Right. I actually did a tally. If you count my DIY stuff, I'm actually at 22 now.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So I'm growing. I'm getting up there.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Isaiah the Haunter said, US Party City website came back and stores starting to reopen. Yeah, I heard they were bringing the website back. I didn't hear anything about them
Yeah, they
reopening
brought
stores
the website
though.
back. I think there's like staying as an online store for the most part, and then they have their like 30 or so stores across the states still open.
Yeah, I don't think they were opening more stores, were they? Maybe they will, I don't know.
No, I don't think so. I think it's just they kind of like saved themselves, and they're just going to stay online now for at least a decent while.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm checking Sam's Club's website now. They don't have everything listed, but like for example, that alien has went up from like the 180 or whatever it was to like 230 now.
Oh, really? $50 up? That's quite a bit.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, hopefully here in Canada the prices aren't
Scarecrow's now
affected as
200
much.
as well. That Scarecrow one.
Yeah. Wow. Crazy. Oh yeah, Big Go Jumbo said, does anyone remember the animatronic had a head-on pitchfork from Spirit a few years ago? Yeah, I think you're talking about the Forgotten Farmer. He's one that I ended up getting. I also got the store
Yes,
display though,
Alex.
so he's broken. He's a cool one though. Ben Saunders said, how much do we think Trick or Treat Pete from Spear is going to cost? I saw rumors that said 200. Seems a little bit pricey for what it is, but
I think he's only going to have the one animation of the candy dispensing, because I really don't
Yeah.
see what else on him can move. He's
Right.
one I'm honestly considering, because he'd be really cool to just do a custom on, because you again don't do a lot of clown stuff. But candy dispenser feature itself seems like pretty fun to use.
yeah. Right. Yeah, I'm curious to see like how he would use that Bluetooth feature with him and everything. Like, just
I
how
don't know
exactly
either.
work.
Maybe you just put custom phrases on them when the candy dispenses, or some people are saying just like you control it from your phone, and that makes
Probably.
a bit more sense.
I assume you would control it like with your phone, like the audio. I don't think you would like
Yeah.
record stuff.
But the label says that it's Bluetooth audio enhanced. So
Yeah. Let's see, what else do we have on here? Oh, yeah, Arts and Shouts, what Spirit props do you want to get this year? Yeah, I'm not 100% sure yet from Spirit. Oh no, they have a lot of interesting stuff. I think Jack the Reaper might be one I'm considering. Check out how cool he is.
the motion tracking just seems amazing at all.
Yeah. Oh, and Elio here said it's 130. I assume that's to the Trick or Treat Pete comment. Yeah, maybe it is 130 for him. Seems like more of a reasonable price.
I heard someone in the chat saying that, I am alive in the chat said that Halloween costume stuff will probably get Party City prototypes for 2025. I believe that. That
Oh,
makes sense
yeah.
to me.
Yeah, I could believe that too. Especially against some of the old Big Lot stuff.
I'm surprised in Canada we got the Poltergeist clown. And
I
I'm
know,
kind
I'm
of
surprised
tempted
by
to
that
get
too.
it for 250. The animation is really good on it.
Yeah. Yeah, that was kind of surprised. I wasn't expecting them to really get anything other than just some like cheap Gemmy or Sunstar animatronics here, but they have like a few actual big props. That's
Well,
like crazy.
I think personally the only one I'd realistically get is the Bluetooth Reaper, just because I've wanted
Same.
them since day one, and it's awesome that they're finally in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
The hooded greeter was cool, and the fortune teller I can only imagine was also a Party City prototype. So hopefully, I think this was cool. Maybe they're also on Halloween costumes. I could see that.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see Halloween costumes releasing some of that stuff. But yeah, the Bluetooth Reaper from Party City is probably one of the only ones I consider getting just because, yeah, I'd go so with my Halloween band and everything. But yeah, a few other good ones from them.
You should probably get it for your band. That'd be really cool.
I know. It'd be just like the perfect fit, too, to have like some animation for that scene, too, because they just use having two skeletons there. It'd be perfect.
Yeah, Artem's talking about the Venom animatronic leaks from Home Depot. What's your opinion on those? There's a bunch of licensed names that are supposedly happening. What do you think?
I don't know. I haven't seen any of that yet. Venom sounds like an interesting one. As an animatronic.
Well, there were some name drops. I don't know how reliable the source is, but some of the names I remember, there was Venom, Chewbacca, Maleficent, and I think some people are saying that 13-foot Sally might be happening, but that's pretty high expectations, I think.
Yeah. I could see a Chewbacca just to continue on with their Star Wars line, but yeah, the others I don't know
I'm
about.
surprised they haven't done a C-3PO yet.
I know.
Like R2-D2 is a given. I'm surprised they haven't done C-3PO.
If they ever do C-3PO, I think he'd be one that I would just like have to get. I love him.
They better like get the animation right on him because C-3PO barely moves in the movies. You might as well just give him the arm and head animation and make it as realistic as possible.
Exactly. Yeah, they could easily. Yeah, just give him some simple animation like that.
It'd be so easy.
I know. It would. Yeah, hopefully we get C-3PO eventually though, because I would love that. Yeah, hi Kathleen, welcome. Yeah, Ben Saunders was first Halloween animatronic. For me, it was just a jumping spider, simple one, but it's a cool one.
Fair enough to start out with. That is the only animatronic I've bought from a Spirit store yet. And I own like 3 or 4 other Spirit animatronics I've bought secondhand.
True, yeah. It's kind of crazy.
They're so expensive. I can't afford any of them full price.
Right. Yeah, also they're so expensive now. Except Home Depot, at least they're keeping the prices down for the most part.
Yeah. It still feels expensive in Canada compared to American prices, but I'm interested to see how the tariffs and all that will affect pricing this year. I hope a lot of stuff stays the same. Like, I hope the 12-footers can sell 400.
Yeah. I think for Canada here, tariffs, I don't think they should affect the price too much, but yeah, I'm curious to see if they will at all have any effect. Just there's a chance. Yeah, Artem Skeleton said about R2D2. Yeah, I'm excited for that. Yeah, and Artem Skeleton 2. Opinions on the Party City Canada lineup. Yeah, so far, yeah, a bunch of cool stuff. Definitely kind of already mentioned about, but I think, Bluetooth Reaper, best one.
Bluetooth Reaper, top of the list. Kind of unfortunate because he is like the most basic out of all the Bluetooth characters. I would have really liked to see the singer, but
yeah,
if $300 is not bad considering it is a techie drop, it's Bluetooth, and like looking at the other prices this year, 300 is honestly not that bad.
Right. Yeah, like everything at Spirit that's like over 6 foot, like all big stuff's pretty much $300 now.
It is
so
over $300.
It's not bad. Yeah.
I am holding my hopes out that Lantern Keeper will be a budget prop. I would really like to see him being under $200 American. That's high hopes, but
Yeah.
I think he's just going to be a Soul Flasher scenario. We're going to see eventually, I'm sure. Heck,
Right.
he might even come out this week, honestly.
Yeah. I think for him, I guess price would probably be like 250 to 280, somewhere in that range, but I don't know,
Yeah,
maybe.
well, yeah, it is a Soul Splasher, and it is made by Pack, and it's just, I'm sure it's just Soul Splasher's like born into animation. I don't see him doing anything special like motion tracking or anything like that.
Yeah, probably
So
not.
I'm just gonna hope it's budget. Spirit's trying to do more budget stuff. You can see it with like back then, Bonnie, but
Yeah. Godzilla said, what if they make Godzilla prop? That'd be kind of interesting to see. Yeah, Kathleen said, not really liking Spirit so far this year. Yeah, I don't seem like people have mixed opinions on Spirit so far this year. Personally, I think they have pretty good stuff, but not everyone's a crazy fan of the stuff.
I don't know what Elio is talking about. He keeps mentioning beetles.
Oh, yeah? Confirmed to make the Yellow Submarine merchandise. Tofu Blue Bonkers?
Why?
I don't think that's
really don't see
confirmed.
any evidence supporting that.
I don't know. Maybe just speculating? I don't know, because I don't think they're going to make stuff like that.
We must be speculating. It's one thing for Home Depot to maybe make a Venom. It's another for
Right.
beetles, animatronics. Is there
Probably.
even any licensing for beetles anymore?
Yeah. Oh. Be weird if they made that. Yeah, Kathleen said, what does Party City have? You don't know because you don't live in Canada. I guess we'll talk about that in just a little bit, some of the stuff that they have released.
Yeah,
But
we'll look through the website. Actually, is this on the website? I tried checking and I couldn't find it.
oh, they took down all the pages from the main page, but some of them are still up if you like actually looked on the pages and you're like most recent. I have photos of everything though, so yeah, I wonder why I did that. Yeah, hi Cajun Death Haunts, welcome. Yarton Skeleton asked about the Bluetooth, Trigger Treat Pete. Yeah, we already kind of talked about them, but yeah, interesting with that dispensing candy animation thing they're doing.
I think it's a fun idea.
Yeah, definitely.
I'd like to see other things. Like I know a lot of people have said. Some people say like a goblin could be kind of fun. It's like a candy barking goblin.
Right.
I was kind of looking at his design with it, and I'm like, where would the candy be stored? And then you look at his giant top hat, and it's like, oh, the entire top hat is just full of candy, isn't it?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that makes sense to put in there. Yeah, hi Vincent, Halloween Spirit, welcome. Yeah, I guess we could probably wrap it up here for question stuff. Been about 45 minutes. It's probably a good time to move on to good other stuff. Oh yeah, and Elio said live at Moscow. Yeah, I wish you had Spirit there. Yeah, I'm curious if Spirit will ever expand outside North America. Definitely a lot of places I would like to have it.
Yeah, a lot of North American stores don't go internationally.
Yeah. All right, I guess with that, that's it for the Q&A part. Now if we'll talk about other Halloween stuff. Oh, should we talk about Party City first? Some cool stuff.
Might as well talk about Party City first. Finally something cool in Canada.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm not going to try to go on the website, but...
Party City isn't going to get anything. My Party City only has one thing left, and it's a rattle from last year.
Oh, really? Yeah, it seems like most Party Cities by me pretty much got in like all the Halloween stuff last year, so I assume this year they'll get in all the animatronic stuff again.
Mm-hmm. Mine got in, I think, one drop-down scarecrow, probably like 5 rattles. I got a neon ice cream clown, which is, I guess, was old stock, and that was like all I saw when I went there a couple times.
Oh, yeah? Huh.
And my Canadian Tire doesn't get like any of the Party City stuff at all.
No. Yeah, it seemed like, around my city, like almost all the Canadian Tires didn't get like any stuff, except I think there's like either 1 or 2 locations that actually got all the animatronics.
Yeah, it was really a rare thing. You had to have the really big one.
True. Yeah.
In fact, all the Party City stuff hasn't even showed up on the Canadian Tire website, so I'm kind of curious if they're finally separating a little bit.
know.
Like if we won't be seeing, that kind of sucks because it makes it more accessible since like Canadian Tire, but
True.
I don't know what to see.
Yeah. That's kind of what happened last year. They put some stuff on Party City, some stuff on Canadian Tire, and then eventually combined it. I think it probably just depends on like how much merchandise actually get imported in, and then they'll divide it up. I don't know. Could be. All right, I guess. Yeah, I got all the photos here, just all the animatronics. So I'll look through this, everything we have. Yeah, first thing we have is this new fortune teller they're having, which this I assume it must be one of the prototype Party City ones that isn't going to be in the US that they're in here. And
I'm kind of curious on the animation because it's really hard to tell she's so small. I don't think she has the old Spirit Halloween fortune teller. I don't see her head twisting around. And I don't even know if she has hand animation. It looks like it's like
it looks very close to there.
Like the crystal ball there. It doesn't like the other move very much.
It could possibly be a jump scare that it like jumps up like the last two type ones we saw like this, but I don't know, it's pretty big in there. I doubt it would be something like that. I assume it's probably just head animation.
There's room in there for her to have like a forest demon type pop forward, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't even know if she had mouth movement. Her mouth looks so small. I don't see like how this could have any movement. It might just be a static.
Yeah, I don't think that it would have mouth animation there.
It has a spinning optical illusion thing in the back, so maybe that thing spins.
Yeah, that could actually make sense to have that spinning, especially just with how that looks.
It seems like such a useless animation, but it'd be kind of cool to see.
Right. Yeah. Overall for this one though, like I don't hate it. I'm not sure if I quite like really love it. Like it'd be something I get, but maybe on sale.
It looks really good. It's very well detailed, and if this thing's like big enough, I think it's worth the price.
Right. Yeah. 300 for this, like skill crane, everything is 300, so not too bad.
Yeah, Party City Canada stepped the prices up this year, which is nice.
Yeah, not the worst pricing. Yeah, overall this one, yeah, pretty cool to see, and yeah, I'd love to see it in person to see like exactly what animation everything has going for it.
It could have something like totally crazy, like something popping out of the bottom of the booth.
Could be.
I don't know. There's a lot of possibilities because honestly, I don't know how much animation the figure herself would have. Like I said, not a lot of room for animation there.
Yeah. I guess maybe even tomorrow we'll see what animation has if Halloween Costumes releases some of these prototypes too.
Maybe.
Guess we'll see what that actually
I feel like, there might just be enough stock for them to release it and Party City Canada.
Yeah. Could be. Yeah, so I guess there's that.
I almost feel like they probably have. I feel like they'd also have the Poltergeist clown as well. It's based off like some of the reactions so far. That just seems like something a lot of people would really like.
Yeah, I feel like they might have that one definitely. Yeah, I guess moving on. Yeah, we have that clown now, which they just call the rocking clown, but yeah, it's that poltergeist type of guy.
Yeah, that's weird. They didn't put the licensing name on it.
I know. Usually lots of like website names are just like more like basic like keywords and stuff. It's not always like the actual names and stuff. So
other thing is too, it might be a crypt keeper scenario where maybe they found a legal loophole, or because Poltergeist is such an old movie, maybe they don't even have like licensing rights anymore. Maybe it's just like it's not public domain, obviously, but maybe the copyrights just don't exist anymore.
Yeah, it might definitely be something like that. But yeah, overall look at this animatronic. He's an interesting looking one. I've never seen like Poltergeist or anything, but what he is, he looks like
no, me neither.
Guy. Yeah.
In fact, when this thing came out, when Spooky Guy 444 released his video, I'm like, "What's Poltergeist?" And
yeah.
I had to look it up for 30 minutes. And I'm like, "Oh, okay, yeah."
Yeah, right. Definitely. Well, yeah. Curious animation on this guy. Is he just like he rocks back and forth probably?
Did you ever see Spooky Guy's video? He actually went pretty in depth on it.
I didn't really look too much at his video. I just saw like the photos of it.
Oh, okay. So essentially, yeah, it has the Hugs the Clown type jump scare, right?
Oh yeah.
And then it rocks backwards, and then it actually does like a full body tilt, like it has like tapping cards type animation to it, but it's not
Huh.
servo. It's crazy. Like
Yeah.
you think it just does the rocking thing, it goes back and it does like 3 other animations.
Wow. Yeah, I'll have to check that
Has
out
eye
then.
animation, has eye animation, head tilt, and body tilt.
Wow. Yeah, if this guy's cool enough, maybe it'd even be one I would get.
Yeah, 250. I mean, he's not super big though, 'cause
Mhm.
he's 5 feet tall. He's like very
Right.
skinny.
Yeah.
But it seems like something. It seems like something that'd be amazing for your toy theme in your haunt.
Right. Yeah, he could fit well in there, or
You
even in
fit
my
really
clown
well in
tent.
there.
Yeah. I have to see how much room I even have in my toy area, but yeah, he could definitely fit in there.
Mhm.
Or clowns.
Like I said, I think he is smaller. I think proportionally
Mm-hmm.
he's like pretty small. He's pretty small compared to like Hugs even.
Yeah. Yeah. Like 5.5 foot. Yeah, definitely a little bit shorter than Hugs.
5.5 foot, probably top of the hat too. So you're looking at him being like 4.5 feet tall, top of the head or something.
Right. Yeah. Still not too bad though. He looks cool.
No, he's pretty cool.
Hmm. Yeah, I guess.
The audio's good too.
Let's move on from him.
It's just laughing for the audio.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've heard the audio too. Is it like good laughing though, at least for him?
It's straight from the movie, and it's
Yeah.
a pretty good clown laugh, I would say. It has a bunch of crashing noises in the background, though, because the
Oh,
original
yeah.
scene from the movie, it's a ghost haunting this doll, right? So a
Right.
bunch of objects are flying around the room, and they just took the audio straight from the movie, but it works.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty good audio.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, I guess moving on now to this guy though, 6 foot glowing hood reaper, one of the old Lowe's guys you're getting. This guy looks pretty
Yeah,
cool.
this guy's
especially
cool.
for price.
Techie, like I said, it's a techie prop. You're getting that amazing
Mhm.
speaker, battery capabilities, all that.
Right.
For 150, that's not bad.
Yeah. When Liam the Spirit Wing guy said, Chad, you hit 3K subs a few weeks ago. Nice. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, anyways, come back to
I
this.
am sitting at
Yeah.
300. I do not
Yeah.
know how to grow my channel. I've tried, but I'm just gonna wait it out. See what
Right.
happens.
Yeah. You just get posting more, you could probably grow it.
Oh yeah. Well, like I said, I'm gonna try and join you in the 100 days this year and see how that goes.
Yeah.
Probably gonna run out of phone storage.
Yeah, definitely. It's a lot of space. Yes, Reaper guy here. More basic look, but he looks pretty cool for what he is. And yeah, he just
Yeah.
has the head animation, I
The
believe,
cloak
right?
looks really good. It's a
Yeah.
very nice, and from what I'm seeing like in the reviews, it's a pretty nice fabric too.
Mm-hmm.
He only has like 2 phrases, but it works. They're good phrases.
Yeah. Yeah, for what he is, like 150, that's not bad. And yeah, maybe it'd be one I'd consider
Yeah.
getting just for the price, because
I
he's an
would-
awesome one.
I would consider getting him. The red would work well for my underworld stuff. But there's
Right.
also like 2 other really good budget reapers this year. Like that,
Mhm.
there's the flame scroll reaper from Home Depot, and then there's that really interesting rising guy from Costco. So
Yeah,
sounds like a
Costco's
hard
cool.
bargain on that one, because the Costco one could end up being like $150
Mm-hmm.
by September once it goes on sale.
Right. Yeah, I guess. Oh, and Elio just said in the chat, think about upcoming ideas called Totem Snatcher. Yeah, I assume that's an animatronic idea you have. I'm not sure what that'd be like, but sure the sound name you got
No, I
there.
don't know what it is either.
Yeah, I'll have to just
Cool name though.
yeah. I did like a description in chat about what you mean for like what that'd be like, but yeah. The overall logo and Hood Reaper is cool, and maybe I'll get him. I'd probably definitely get him if I can find him on November 1st.
Oh yeah. Does Party City do the half off stuff?
Yeah, they do. Cause remember I went last year and
Oh.
it was like half off everything.
My Party City doesn't do a lot of discounts. They have some of the old stock from last year kind of floating around the store for half off, but it's nothing like that good. And they don't.
Yeah.
They have a rattle left. They won't discount it.
Right. I think it depends too on like the Party City store you go to, because like I go back
Yeah.
and forth in between the 2 closest to me, and it's always like different stuff to have on clearance. So I think it just depends on your store too they go to if they have
Kinda
the
just
things.
whatever they. I think it's usually dependent on stock more than
Mhm.
anything.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I remember last year, yeah, one Party City I went to by me, it had everything half off except some of the costumes I think were exempt.
I'm still a little annoyed I didn't get Drop Down Scarecrow for $250 last year.
Yeah.
I really like that guy. He might come back this year, but I have low doubts.
Yeah, I feel like he might, but oh no, he's one I really wish I would have got to. Such a good jump scare.
It's him or Sinister Strawman, but even Drop Down Scarecrow almost feels better than Sinister Strawman.
Right. I
He's
think
like
I'd
slightly
prefer.
faster, but-
Yeah, I think I'd have to prefer the drop down scarecrow just because it's different animation from something I already have. But
Exactly.
yeah, the guy's still pretty cool.
I just want Sinister Strawman because I don't have a Mr. Dark yet.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be awesome for my haunts because no one in Prince George has ever seen a Mr. Dark before.
True. Yeah. Wow.
Be like pretty show-stopping.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it would be. And Parker, Spirit Halloween Man, he said you're back. I hope to stream. Hopefully enjoy. Now we're just checking out Party City stuff here. Yeah, I guess anyways, getting on to more of this Party City stuff. We have a new Groundbreaker skeleton guy, which this guy may also be an old Party City one. I'm not 100% sure. He might also just be one that's wholesale.
I don't think so. It's just another Rattles copy.
Rattles
But this
copy?
identical model is being sold at Menards this year.
Okay, yeah, so it might just be another copy then.
I think he has similar eye animation to the Costco Alien, where it's just like that blue light inside of the eyes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess, yeah, it kind of looks like it could be something like that, yeah. The domed eyes.
It shows that on the box for the Menards one, but I haven't seen any demos of it yet.
No. Yeah, I think that could make sense. Yeah, for what it is, though, yeah, pretty much just Rattles again, but with those different eyes, which will be interesting to see, but yeah, 300 on this, it's not the worst price.
He had painted ribs this time.
Oh, yeah, I get
Costco
that's
one's
nice
better
too.
still.
Yeah, I think I definitely like Costco's more, because that has like the digital eyes, right? That's pretty cool. Yeah. When Parker, Spirit Halloween Man said you're super excited for Headcase Harry and Santa art demos. Yeah, I'm excited for those too. I'm curious about Santa Art the Clown too, if he's going to be
Santa
an
Art, I think,
animation.
is unfortunately just a reskin.
Oh,
based
really?
on
Nothing
the hand
new?
placement. He'll have different audio, so that's cool.
Right. But just same animation.
But I think he's like identical animation, and he's probably going to be like $50 more because of the extra clothing and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
But hey, it'd be kind of cool to see him show up at Spirit Christmases if that's happening this year, and I kind of hope it is.
Yeah. I really hope they expand that too, because it'd be awesome to see Spirit Christmas here. But honestly, I don't know. They've been quiet about Spirit Christmas. I don't think they've said anything about it.
It'll probably be like 5 years until some actually show up in Canada.
Probably. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, looking more at Party City stuff. Next appears the Bluetooth Reaper from Lowe's we're gonna have, which I'm excited for this guy. Yeah, I think I might just have to get him just for my band and everything. It'd be awesome.
Peak. Unfortunately, I wished he had more animation like the others.
Yeah, that's the one downside.
The sculpts are good. The quality is phenomenal because it's techy. I'm so glad this is last year's model and not the original because it has such better welds and mechanisms in it.
Right, yeah. It's awesome.
And the guitar is pretty cool looking. I'll give him that.
Mm-hmm. I would like to see him give it like hand animation, like at least the one hand to make it look like he's strumming the guitar, but yeah, the head animation is still alright.
But for 300, it's like, what else are you really gonna buy for 300 these days?
True.
Is that worth it?
Yeah. It's cool too, that Bluetooth feature, because yeah, for my skeleton band, I always just have a speaker for him, but it would be cool to have like this guy to actually play the audio out of.
I still think the singer is arguably better, and he's grown on me more because he has the hand animation and then he has the jaw. If this guy at least had the jaw, that would have been cooler. But he'll fit in a lot of themes, and he's built well, and the cloak at least looks really good for a Reaper cloak.
Yeah. Yeah, I think my least favorite of the skeleton man might be this guy too, just because he doesn't have too much to offer compared to the others, but he's still decent.
Yeah. What's also interesting about his animation, and rumors I've heard, is that like the longer you have him, the faster the head gets.
Oh, really?
I guess the motor gets more accustomed to like the gears and stuff, so it actually like the head will go faster the longer you have him, just because that's how well it's built.
Yeah, it sounds like that makes sense.
I know, who was it? Jaden the Haunter had a collection of them, right? And he has the
Yeah, I
2023
think
model.
so.
And in his haunt last year, you could see the 2023 model was going like twice as fast as the new one.
Oh, really?
Because it had been like used and worn in so much, right?
Wow. Yeah, that's nice.
Mhm. So with the new mech on the 2024 model, it'll last even longer. This is one that would probably last you like 10 years plus if you keep good care of it.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, Parker Spirit Halloween man just said Bluetooth Reaper band is great, especially the drummer and the DJ. Yeah, I like that new DJ they're releasing too this year. That'd be another one I'd like to get to.
I don't know who's in charge of the animation for these guys, if it's Techie or if it's Lowe's. I kind of feel like it's Lowe's because it would have been, like you said, strumming on this guy. There's so much other animation they can add to this.
I know.
It's not going to make it like more difficult for the Bluetooth feature because all they do is they just move. It has like no coordination with Bluetooth stuff.
Yeah. I feel like it must be Lowe's that has some say in the animation because they probably want to keep like costs down too because it probably costs more to add more animation.
Yeah.
But
And they still charge like over 300 in the States. Yet again, this guy was like what, like 250, 300 in the States. This is a good price for Party City, Canada.
Yeah, I'm gonna try searching up see if I can find this, but yeah, I think it was quite a bit in the U.S. compared to how much they're having it here.
Yeah, well, the DJ this year is 300, I believe.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it says the senior on here. He was 300. Not sure if I can see any of the other Reapers.
Yeah, okay, I'm probably getting him. He still is my favorite Party City by far.
Yeah. It looks like the drummer guy is 250, so I assume this Bluetooth guy, he must have been 250, so.
I kind of think I like him better than the drummer. Like, the drummer's cool having the two animations, but it's so, like, fake looking with the arms.
Yeah.
And it's so small, too. So this guy, despite the fact he doesn't do much of anything, he just looks better.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and Vincent Halloween Spirit just said, "You're back, welcome back." Kills Haunts, hi, welcome. Yeah, Ben Saunders just said they don't sell this at Lowe's anymore. It was 200. Yeah, I think it was originally 200, but then I think last year they like raised the price.
I think it was originally, and like last year it's like 250 or something.
Yeah, and then this year I don't think they're selling it anymore. I think it was something like that.
For like 230. You know, originally this guy was 200, the drummer was 230, then last year this guy was 230.
Yeah, it's really keep bumping up prices, I guess. All this stuff. Crazy.
Leave it to Lowe's.
Yeah.
If Lowe's wasn't selling techie stuff, I think it'd be a lot less just like unjustified. But the fact that it is like they sell the most and they sell the best techie stuff. So I'm gonna give them a break. I'm really techie biased as of lately.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I guess that's Bluetooth Reaper. I'm probably gonna get him this year. I think you just have to.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious what the box art situation is going to be. If they're going to have the Party City box art, or just going to be like a plain box. But I don't think they would put the Lowe's box art on it, would they?
I don't think so. I feel like it will still be Party City ones, but it could just be like those like plain boxes too that just have like the sticker on the front. It might be something like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Parker the Spirit Halloween man just said, "Will I ever change my name or profile on YouTube?" I don't think so. I debated changing my name before because it's not too much to do with Halloween, but I think I'll probably keep it.
Look at my name. Look at my name.
Yeah, blood
I've debated changing many times, and I'm not at that state where I can say I'm too far to change, but well, I already have float. I already have like channel intros and stuff, so like whatever, I'm sticking with it. I knew day one when I started the name I would get into animatronic and it would be completely redundant, and it still is.
Yeah, I think I've just gotten to the point where like I just had my name so long that I can't change it, but I don't know, it does kind of fit my channel, I think.
Now in the haunt industry.
Yeah, I like my name too because like every haunter, it's always like Halloween something the name, but then or like Spirit Halloween, then mine here is just like different.
My name was still not my idea. I want that to be down. This was not my idea for the name. My name is not grown on and not aged on me well. I'm not the
No.
happiest with it, but I'm probably never going to change it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not the happiest with my name either, but I don't know, just kind of sticking around now.
Yours at least has your name in it, okay?
True. Yeah, at least that.
Someone says blow up the art, and they're like, "Who?"
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever actually mentioned my name on my channel ever.
No. Wow.
I've just never had the need to.
Yeah, I guess so.
Anyway, we're getting sidetracked here. Werewolf, he's cool. Price is not.
Yeah, 500 for this. Like, it should be more around like 420, I think, is what it'd be with conversion.
300 would be best, but that's asking a lot.
Yeah. Still, for what he is, he's a really
good
cool one.
animatronic, and
Yeah.
arguably the best werewolf. The price is terrible, but half off, I would buy it in a heartbeat for $250.
Yeah, if I find this for half off, this is definitely one I'm bringing home with me because yeah, $250 is definitely worth it for this guy.
I've wanted this guy since day one last year, along with the zombie, which is also here. I think he's like 200 or 300. We'll get to it later, but yeah, the prices aren't great. I was kind of happy with seeing it on Halloween costumes because now it was actually possible for us Canadians to get it. But,
I know.
You know, it's cheaper than Halloween costumes. I'll give them that.
Yeah.
If they have like some really good coupons this year, like if they're handing out like 30% off coupons, I might like get this guy for that, but not 500.
No, yeah, way too much.
No.
Yeah.
Even in terms of spirit stuff, you can get a lot more Canadian spirit stuff for that price. Like,
True.
I'm pretty sure Monkey Business would be like $30 less than this.
Yeah, Monkey Biz probably be close to like 450 or something, maybe. Even that's cheaper than this.
I mean, he's still like one of the highest grade life sizes by far. Like quality wise as well, phenomenal.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of the face and design. It is a pretty mediocre werewolf design, but the animation is still like so good.
Yeah. That animation is balled on this. It's like just so much and so fast. It's crazy for this.
Arguably, like one of the top 5 best jump scare props of the 2020s.
Yeah.
Of course, all of those are helped by Techie because, you know, I think Mr. Dark Pink's #1 and then Emmeline and Darling Dolly maybe.
Yeah, I definitely put Darn Dolly on that.
Oh, Mega Wolf. Awesome. How could you forget Mega Wolf?
Oh, yeah. Pretty good, too. Yeah, something else jump scares from Techie. This guy's definitely a good one.
I don't know why I'm so Techie biased these days. I just really like their quality. I only own one Techie prop, and it's a really old one. Or two, sorry. I have Jumping Spider and I have the Lantern Scarecrow, and both of them are like older Techie. The quality isn't even that good on them.
Yeah. I think at this point I have quite a few Techie, but yeah, I think Techie's probably still my favorite Halloween company. They just do the best.
It's tied between Techie and FBI. They are the lead by far.
Right. Some other ones are starting to get up there too, like Pack and Crazy Crate, but
Pack's doing great. Crazy Crate's doing awesome. YJ is kind of trying to make a comeback, and they have a couple like neat things, but you know, I still think they're definitely. And then you know, I still like Jemmy. We don't talk about that. Yeah,
Jemmy. I don't know. Even some of their inflatables are starting to go a bit down in quality.
They're trying.
Yeah.
We should actually maybe talk about some of the Canadian Tire inflatables because some of them are pretty interesting. But they have unique designs. It's just, you're right, the quality's not as good as it was like 10, 15 years ago when they were just starting to come out.
Yeah, could have done way better.
But like comparing Jemmy inflatables of modern day to Jemmy animatronics is like completely opposite.
I know, yeah, their animatronics nowadays are just not it.
Oh my god. Dude, the corpse ride ones are so funny on Props video. Oh, they're bad.
Yeah. I don't know what Jemmy's up to with all his stuff.
No, they're just trying to use all the licenses they can.
Yeah.
They don't do well.
Yeah. I know people still like buy some of the stuff too.
Okay. Like the Mummy's okay.
Yeah.
And I think the Plague Doctor might technically be Jemmy because Jemmy and Party Time kind of share factories. and
Mhm.
sometimes the party time stuff is labeled as Jemmy, so it might actually be a Jemmy thing. So I'm kind of curious
Yeah.
to see that, because like the witch at Rona last year was technically also a Jemmy item.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I feel it'll probably be branded as Jemmy, but yeah, that would just have so much like
They're
cross
not,
between them.
the big ones are not terrible, but the licensed life sizes are atrocious.
Yeah. It's crazy. Like, Buddy the Elf, he was probably the worst example of
Oh boy.
what they can do.
Someone said in the comments, I'm so sorry, I don't know who said this in the chat earlier, but I remember it. Someone was saying, "Oh, I hope the Venom doesn't turn out like Buddy the Elf."
Oh,
It
yeah.
probably
Right.
will. There's leaks for a Maleficent name and a Venom name, and knowing Jemmy, it's either going to be FBI doing it, which means they're going to be totally peaked, or it's
Yeah.
going to be Jemmy doing another Maleficent, because they've
Right.
done like the witch from Snow White before, so they're probably going
Mhm.
to do like a really crappy Maleficent with a really like ugly plastic head or something. Oh, it's going to be bad.
Yeah, probably.
I
Yeah.
don't know if they'd make Venom though. That might be an SBI thing. It's hard to say. It'd be
Mhm.
really cool to see a Servo Venom with like an actual like vinyl head like Yoda kind of thing, so you can
Yeah.
actually see his jaw moving and it's not like plasticky looking.
That'd be so cool to see something like that from
He would
FBI.
kind of work with plastic though, because how glossy his skin is. I think he
I
could
know.
pass for being like a fully blow molded character.
Yeah, I'd probably have to be.
You obviously wouldn't be full latex, but or vinyl, but you know,
Mhm.
interesting idea for sure.
Definitely, yeah. Yeah, just quickly want to look back to the chat here. A few comments seen. Yeah, Parker, Spirit Halloween fan. Yeah, thanks for congratulating me on 5,000. Yeah, Mason Squad. Yeah, come on, I can reach 10,000 by the end of the year. Yeah, it might be possible. Let's have to see. Goes during Halloween this year.
One guys, we gotta get Alice to 10,000.
Yeah.
I don't know which haunter, quote unquote, has the highest sub count. I think Brick Thunder is sitting around the 10,000 mark. I'm not totally sure. But you're on like the top 20 highest sub counts for most of the haunt community right now.
I think highest sub count of like active people in the Halloween community might be Nate Guy, and then just like
yeah, fair.
Right.
He's at like 50K or something now, isn't he?
Yeah, I think, or was it like 400? Or is he a bit higher now?
Oh, actually, yeah, you might be right. He's big for sure, and he's like, yeah.
Yeah, I know Wicked Makers, they're also pretty big, but they're not too involved in like
Wicked
the
Makers are
Halloween
pretty
community
big.
exactly, but what?
No, it's kind of debatable calling them still in the haunt. Like, not saying they're not part of the haunt community,
Yeah.
but a lot of the stuff they do now is, no offense to them, kind of clickbait horror stuff, like a lot
True,
of video
yeah.
game stuff. And they do good stuff, absolutely, but they are just, you know, getting a lot of the views from really cheesy horror game communities,
Yeah.
like the Poppy Playtime stuff and all that.
Yeah. And for
I
them,
still love their channel, though. They make great things, for sure.
yeah. I feel like they're probably doing lots of that more like clickbait horror stuff, probably for more like views now, but yeah, they're still making some good stuff
Yeah,
there.
that's kind of what they're doing. They used to do some like really good Halloween DIY videos, and I can't
know.
even think of like the last like actual Halloween animatronic thing they did.
Yeah, I don't
It's been
know.
quite a while.
Yeah, it's been quite a while. Yeah, quite a few other big haunters, but I think most of them are like at least under 100K at this point. Some other big ones.
No, but you're still doing well at 5K. Like, compare that to the average haunter is usually around like 2 to 3 at most.
True.
It's because you're always expanding your channel with other small things.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and hi Mason Squad, Master, and Jonathan. Yeah, Jonathan said about the new Spirit Halloween animatronic wave. Yeah, I saw that, and yeah, might check that out in a bit here. Guess we'll see how late. Goes check all this Party City stuff still that we have to get back
Should we
to.
finish the rest of the Party City stuff now before we get too ahead of
Yeah,
ourselves?
yeah, sure. Let's go through this. We're almost checking all the major props. We don't need to talk too much about the tabletops, I guess. Yeah, we got the
Well,
lumber
there's
and
still
zombie
the
next.
zombie left, I think, and like 1 or 2 other life sizes.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, the lumber and zombie is the next one here. He's a pretty cool one. I always love good zombie animatronic. Yeah, I like the design of him too. He's awesome.
I think he was good for a budget prop, but the fact that he's 300 and the Bluetooth Reaper is 300, I think I'd rather take the Bluetooth Reaper, frankly.
Yeah, because this guy's only like 150 at Big Lots, right?
He is cool as a simple zombie background, but obviously you're not going to buy a $300 prop for a background prop.
Right.
Also, I can't remember if he's outdoor rated. Some reason I thought he was.
I don't think so.
But I don't think he is.
No, I don't think any of the Big Lots stuff was outdoor.
But his mech is good. He's techy. I still think he has more animation than the Bluetooth Reaper, absolutely. But I still think the Bluetooth Reaper is better.
Mm-hmm.
If he was 200, I would probably get him.
Yeah. I think if I am to find him on clearance for 150, it'd be one that probably I'd get. But yeah, 300 price tag, I don't think I'd pay that much.
Still like half off 150 for this guy's like.
Yeah.
He's not like a bad prop, but he's not like a great prop either. He's just a zombie prop.
Mm-hmm. Right.
He's not one I'd go on my way to get, that's for sure.
No. Yeah, he is a decent one for what he is, but yeah, I'll probably try and see if I can look out for him on November 1st.
He done got a lot going for him.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's Lumber and Zombie. Not much else to really say about him. Yeah, moving on. Next up here, we got Plague Doctor, which is also going to be at Rona, and I assume somewhere in the U.S. will probably also have this guy. I don't think he's exclusive anywhere here in Canada.
Huge prop.
Yeah. He's one that I think I'm going to have to get the Rona version. Like, I don't know, just so cool.
Yeah, well, come on. You got to be crazy to get the Canadian Tire one.
I know. 500.
Nice that they finally gave us the animation, and like I kind of thought it was, it's the head and arm. I kind of saw that coming. And there's nothing else on him that really could have been animated anyway.
True. Yeah. I'm curious what his animation looks like. Big. Yeah.
And unfortunately, I still think it's going to be 10 foot to the top of the scythe, or top of the staff, unfortunately. If not, then that would be 12 foot to the top of the staff. But still, he'll be like over 8 feet tall. And the arm animation will probably look really good on him with his cloak. I imagine it's kind of like, like the Cauldron Witch, where it just goes side to side kind of thing.
Yeah. Right.
Like he's casting a spell. Hopefully that's in his audio. Hopefully he has good audio. I really hope they don't destroy this thing with the audio.
I think it'll just have basic audio, but hopefully it's like a good basic one to go with.
Yeah. I would love to see Lord Raven type audio. Like I just
that'd be
Lord
cool.
Raven voice acting on this prop would be amazing.
Yeah. That would be so awesome. Something like that. I guess we'll see though, but yeah, hopefully it's something good. And I feel like it is going to be 10 feet to the top of the head. I don't know, just the way it looks. I feel like I just have a feeling that he will be 10 feet to the top of the head.
Yeah, you're right. It feels too big to be an 8-footer.
Yeah.
So
I guess we'll see.
I just really want to see at least a video of this before I buy it. Because I'm tempted to just buy it on the drop on the 27th.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Again, 300 for this or 300. Okay, well, when you compare that, it's not really fair. But 300 for this or 300 for the Bluetooth Reaper.
Yeah.
So
it might be worth more money.
More worth it for 300. But I want to see a video of him before I get him, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. I think I saw. I think it was Artem Skeleton. He sent me a video because there's some like leaked prototype video of it.
Artem, why didn't you send it to me? If someone could post that, that'd be great, because I know there's a bunch of stuff going on Instagram. I don't use it.
No.
I really don't want to get into that.
Yeah. Everything's always happening on Instagram, though. That's where I always find all these leaks.
But I keep signing up for different social media platforms, and I get too addicted to them. Like, for example, that's why I started on YouTube.
Yeah.
And Snapchat, I've never been able to get off of.
Yeah. I download Snapchat, but I just never even use it.
My friends convinced me to use it, and now I'm the only one left there.
Wow.
Well,
Yep. Yeah, overall, though, Plague Doctor, he's cool.
Plague Doctor, lighting, I hope the lighting looks really good. It's obviously, really oversaturated in this image, but I think it'll look good.
Right. Yeah, I think it'll be decent. Looks like the rest of the stuff we have here, just some of these cheaper random guys.
Interesting, they have the Sunstar Flying Witch. The thing is outdoor rated. How
Yeah, I
much
think
is
so.
it again? 180.
Yeah, 180.
I wouldn't buy it for 180.
No.
But like if it went down half off, I'd buy that thing for like $50 for sure. It's actually like decently big. It's like 6 foot
Right.
off the witch, so it's not like a 10-footer or an 8-footer or anything. But you know, it's still life size technically.
Yeah. Yeah, for what it is, it's not the worst Sunstar thing we've ever seen. It's
Yeah,
all right.
the welds are actually pretty good on it too, surprisingly. Like I think it is actually square poles and everything.
Yeah. Just gonna look back to the chat here for a sec. I see Stephanie Evans sent a couple of things. Yeah, consider buying any of the new Spirit animatronics. You're not sure yet this year if I'll buy anything, but maybe. And yeah, my opinion on Monkey Business
If I buy
is
anything,
cool.
it's Fire Demon, Sinister Strawman, or maybe Sewer Rat or Night Owl. But even I don't want to buy those two full price because they're really not worth it.
Yeah, those are some nice ones.
And then there's a bunch of cheap ones. Like I'd kind of
Yeah.
get Electrified Corpse maybe, and maybe Sitting Scarecrow, but I don't want to buy them if there's other stuff for better.
Yeah. Honestly, at this point, yeah, I don't know if I am even gonna buy stuff from Spirit. I would possibly consider Jack the Reaper and maybe Electrified Corpse, but I don't know, like some of the stuff in the
Electrified Corpse
stores.
would be a good filler.
Yeah, it would be. Love that animation on them too. It's awesome.
You don't really have any like ambition for Headcase Harry, do you?
Oh no.
No. I love seeing End of the Road Hans post on it because you know he was like the Headcase Harry guy for a while there. And then that really bad leaked audio came out, and yeah, he's got like Nibbles type SBI audio. It's pretty cheesy for the concept. It's really cool to have a zombie clown or something, but
Yeah.
oh well.
Right.
Seeing the two mouth move on him would be kind of cool though, because I think he does have individual mouth movement, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that definitely. Yeah, I guess let's see if we have anything else on here. Yeah, just more of these weird Sunstar stuff. 6-foot Skeleton
The
Reaper.
Teeter Totter's interesting, and the Skeleton Reaper, I think. Have you ever seen like the old Jemmy Butler ones, where like the head, like they'll have like night terror animation, I think.
Yeah,
where,
I
like,
think
the
I
head
remember
just
those.
like folds down.
Yeah, something like that, probably.
Teeter Totter's still kind of cool. I do like that.
Yeah, I like the idea of this one. 200, that might be worth it. I'm just curious on the size for this, because 3 foot, that's probably how tall it is.
If
But
this thing doesn't have like good animation, that's gonna be really annoying. Like if this is a static piece for 200 and it doesn't actually teeter totter, that's gonna be like incredibly annoying. But you're right, the lighting looks good on them. Like the skeletons have spotlights, and the teeter totter part probably has good lighting. I kind of get this to have a more child friendly font. If I had like more of a playground in my backyard or something, it would be like awesome to set it up by. But it's kind of big and I imagine kind of wonky to use. And I hope this is outdoor rated too. That'd be awesome. If it's not, then it's like
I really hope it
useless.
is. Yeah. Kind of looking closely, it looks like it must be animated there. Kind of looks like it's cut out that piece there for it to move back and forth, but
Yeah, and then you can see there's like the wire connectors underneath.
yeah.
The actual parts might be square poles too, so the welds look like they'd be pretty good on this. If this thing's not outdoor rated, like I said, useless, but it looks like it has the outdoor rated wire connections there underneath the
Yeah, it looks like it could be.
post part.
Yeah, would be nice to have this out right, because this could be something like I could fit nicely in my graveyard even maybe, but yeah, it looks decent.
I don't know about audio. It'd be like kind of funny if it had like audio on it and it was the two skeletons playing on the teeter totter. I don't know. It just seemed like something that'd go well in the more child-friendly areas of my lawn, but I don't know if I want to go out my way to buy this for 200.
No. Yeah, it's decent, I guess. And then I think that's pretty much it for all the major guys. Just all of these tabletop Switch. I don't think it's worth taking up time to talk about these things. Probably move on to other stuff.
So Crystal Ball and the crow thing are cool.
Yeah, I definitely like that crow. Crystal Ball, he's kind of cool. $90 though, a little bit more pricey. Yeah, the crow, $40 for him, not bad. That's cool stuff.
Okay, the Crystal Ball has interesting history because I don't know if you know, but Jim used to make spirit balls, and it was the whole
Yeah, I
line of
remember those.
animatronics where they would take like the head. Yeah, exactly. It's basically just a revamp of those, and
True.
supposedly the quality is like really good on that, and it has like full audio. So it's basically just imagine like a life-size animatronic if it wasn't life-size.
Oh yeah. Huh.
But yeah, $90. It's like not justified, but
Mm-hmm.
like 70 would be like honestly pretty good for it.
Right.
The crow one, if it has more than one animation, I'd say it's probably worth 40. I hope it's not just the crow moving. Like maybe the skeleton talks would be cool, but I don't know.
I assume it's just the crow, but who knows?
It might, yeah. It probably has audio though, I imagine.
Probably, yeah. Yeah,
These seem
so
like really good tabletop piece.
yeah. Yeah, anyways, moving on from those, do we want to talk about the inflatables at all from Canadian Tire, or should we talk about some of the animatronic stuff from Spirit and Rona instead?
Well, I think just that one ghost guy is kind of worth talking about the size. I don't think people realize how big that thing is.
Yeah, I guess let's talk about a couple of these
trees-
just big and
The trees are cool too. I do like both tree designs, and I'm really considering those. The ghost guy, I would totally buy for 300.
Yeah,
If he fit in my yard. He doesn't fit in my yard. I've tried like
right.
finding a place. I don't think he genuinely fits anywhere on my yard.
Yeah, nowhere could even fit like just some of the stuff, just like even in my yard, even if I had nothing there, there's just not enough room for that.
But it doesn't fit in my yard, but it might fit on my roof.
Oh
Maybe,
yeah.
if the wind doesn't absolutely annihilate it.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. Just like one of these mouths on the top of your roof, that'd be crazy.
Because it would be like twice the size of my roof. Like,
Right.
the entire size of like half of my roof or something like that. It would be just look like an entire another story on top of the thing.
Yeah, that'd be insane to see. Well, yeah, some of these bigger inflatables we got. Of course, that 10-foot black cat. These are cool. I think his head's supposed to be
Yeah,
animated.
the classic one. I don't know if he has like the head turning, like the 20-foot ones, or if he has
I
like
know.
the neck moving, where like he looks side to side.
Oh, yeah,
instead
it
of
could
his
be
head
that.
turning.
Mhm.
It looks like he has the head turning his customer's position, but hard to say. The eyes look
Yeah.
terrible on it.
Yeah, yeah, not the greatest. Yeah, other than that, yeah, we got the spooky face tree. I think he was like
I
10
love
foot,
the
maybe, or was he
spooky face
shorter?
tree.
Yeah, it's cool.
They've had the same design at the at-home store for like 7 years now.
Oh,
I like
really?
this one has a unique face. I'll give that. This is the most unique design so far. It's cool. That's Canadian exclusive.
Yeah, that's
It
awesome.
might have a kaleidoscope in it. You can, if on the back photos on the website,
yeah.
it's actually the circle. But
Oh,
Canadian Tire might have just cut that out. It might just be the light.
Could be. Yeah, this one photo here I've saved just looks like it's just the light in it, but
I like
The
the face
kaleidoscope.
though. This is what I'm probably gonna get for 170.
yeah,
I do need
I'd
more
love to
tree
get this.
stuff for my spooky hollow stuff.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna buy any more inflatables just because my yard's kind of full, but yeah, especially big ones like this. But it's still a really cool one.
I like the 8-foot tree one too.
Mm-hmm.
The scarecrow is kind of generic. I feel like I'm like a sucker for animated inflatables, but it's pretty generic.
Yeah, it's just head animation for the scarecrow, I assume. Just turns back and forth, maybe.
Yeah, it's just head animation. It'd be kind of cool if the Armand head moved, but no, it's just head animation.
Yeah, not the worst. He looks all right. Decent inflatable. Yeah, 170 on too. Yeah, and then we got the big ghost guy, which, yeah, he sent me the dimensions. Was it like 14 foot by something?
14 feet by 16 feet by 20 feet.
Oh, right. 20 feet long, I assume,
They
right?
don't specify. I don't remember if they specify what dimensions what. I can quickly check on the website here. But I think he's like 14 feet tall, 16 feet wide, and 20 feet long.
Yeah, that probably makes sense. Yeah, he's
He
a
might be
massive
16
one, though.
feet tall. I don't know.
I'd probably guess
The
14
big problem
foot.
with him is like the length and the width. If he was just like this front part, it'd be easy. But the fact he's got that 20-foot tail makes him impossible to fit anywhere, which kind of sucks.
Right. Yeah. I'm really curious to see too if
So
any
this
stores
guy-
will set this guy
This
up too
guy's one
by
I
me.
really want, just because I do love the big ones.
Yeah,
So if this guy went half off, which he probably will, because no one can fit this thing in their yard,
right.
I'll probably end up getting it.
Yeah, like that big Santa they have every year at Canadian Tire. They like rarely sell them. I see.
Yeah, that one's another one I've wanted for years now, and I keep missing out on the sales. So eventually I'll buy that thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm surprised in the box size on it too.
Right.
It's like one of the biggest boxes I've ever seen.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go Scrapbreaker 2. Yeah, I'm curious if they'll like sell any of these by me because a lot of times by me it's all like the smaller yards, so I don't know if anyone would be able to fit this anywhere. It's just so big.
Well, there you go, Alex. It'll probably go down to like $100.
Probably.
Buy and resell it if you really want to. I'm checking the website here. Yeah, no, it says it's 14 feet tall, 16 feet wide, and 20 feet long. So I was right.
Well, yeah, that's still massive though, like the length and everything on them.
Oh yeah.
Crazy.
Oh yeah. It's a really cool looking design.
Definitely, yeah. I love that look.
I'm not gonna buy it for $300 and not use it. But if I find it half off, I will save it until I eventually have the yard space to use it.
Yeah. If I were to find this guy half off, I probably wouldn't get him. But if he ever does go on like mega clearance for like really cheap, he'd be one that maybe I just have to get just to try and set him up once in my backyard. But yeah, he's just so
He
big.
is so cool though.
Agreed. Yeah,
I
it's
think
awesome.
he is like probably like top 5, one of the biggest inflatable sold in Canada by
Probably.
far. And like top 5 biggest Jemmy inflatables or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I haven't seen like too many other like massive inflatables like this except online from a couple of retailers, but you're not really ever sold
One
in
that you're
stores.
looking in like the 600 or more range. Like 300 is honestly a really good price just for the size of this thing.
Yeah, not bad at all.
And the lighting's pretty good too, because it's going to be the purple lights.
Right.
Purple LED light.
Yeah, pretty
I just
good.
really like the design. It's a good classic ghost, and like I'm so glad they put the giant hands on it and everything too.
Yeah, it's awesome.
But personally, I'm more likely to buy both trees, and that's probably some of the only things I'm going to buy from Canadian Tire this year. I kind of thought they'd have a couple more interesting things, but
yeah, right. Yeah, awesome ghost guy though. I guess moving on from him, yeah, we have 3 other major ones here. We have a couple that aren't Jemmy, but yeah, we got that big 10-foot giant spider, which this guy's a very interesting
that
design.
was cool.
I'm curious how well he actually stands up with the legs like that, though.
I saw the dimensions, and it's 10 feet by 10 feet by 10 feet, so it's like a giant cube.
Oh yeah, huh.
It has 2 G fans though, you can see, which kind of it's terrible. I'd buy the Ghost for $300 for this thing. It does look good, don't get me wrong, but the quality on it's going to be terrible.
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
The
and
mirror guy's cool.
yeah. Just here in the chat quickly, just want to say I had a masked clown and Aiden X's spirit. I'm gonna stream. Yeah, spider here though.
Hey,
yeah,
look, it's
I really like it.
Did
Yeah.
Aiden finally get a channel?
Maybe.
Is it the same Aiden on Discord we were talking to? I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. Yeah, 10-foot spider here though. He's awesome. 300 seems a little bit pricey, but I wonder if you could like walk under him too. It'd be like a cool entrance to my haunt.
Maybe. I mean, like, yeah, 10 feet tall. Underneath the legs are probably like 6 to 7 feet. So maybe. It's a little skinny though.
Right.
That'd be a really, really cool archway for the entrance of a haunt, though.
Yeah. Yeah, so awesome. Lots of detail too on the design. I like some of these other companies and Jimmy when they just
Oh
use a
yeah,
lot of
no,
extra
it's
detail.
really detailed in that for sure.
So awesome.
I mean, you display this thing from like decently far back too, and it looks like really good, like animatronic level realism. With
Right.
The amount of detail on the camera.
Yeah, right. Definitely. Yeah, moving on from him though, we also got this other one which I believe wasn't Jemmy, but it's that Dark Angel guy, which
Yeah.
he looks awesome. I
This
love
one's
that.
cool. The gold fabric or the metallic stuff looks really good. I don't like the scythe and the pumpkin. It makes it like a really complicated design. I think it's too much.
Yeah, it could have been used
And
without
the green face, could have been. I don't know why it's not red, but yeah, the color choice is not great. I don't know if I buy it, but the price is great.
Definitely. Yeah, 150 for this. That's awesome.
Yeah, what's also annoying about this thing is because it has the 2 projectors, one in the base and then one off the back. You kind of have to put this guy against the wall to get like the full look. And then it becomes a little annoying because he's 8 feet tall. You need an 8-foot wall to put him against.
I know. Yeah, that's kind of an interesting choice. Like, it looks like he is made to be up like against the wall, but typically people just have these out in the middle of the yard, so kind of interesting. I guess you have like this on a tree maybe, but
same idea with the like it's a good idea.
Yeah.
But you can only really use it on a wall.
True.
That really limits you, especially when it's 8 feet tall and not like 6 or something.
Yeah. It's still a nice feature though, I guess. Come out there and some different stuff.
It's nice to see them doing more creative stuff that Jemmy won't, but
right. Yeah, that's something to a thought to the other companies. Yeah, Jemmy just seems to always stick to like what they're used to, but some of these other companies like experiment with different stuff, which is nice. Yeah, hi Halloween Book World, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I guess we have one more big inflatable here, and then we can move on to spirit stuff, I guess. But the Haunted Tree of Tombstone, the other tree they're having this year, which looks interesting. A lot of stuff going on it too with the ghost and Reaper, Skeleton Guy.
I like this one. It's like a very nostalgic design. I think it is actually based off like a 2014 inflatable. I recognize the design a lot.
Oh, really?
The amount of detail for this thing for like 170 is pretty good. 8 feet tall. Base fan. I think it's probably like pretty wide too, and it's nice seeing the amount of branches. You don't see like a more realistic tree like this in inflatable design, and it's like it just looks good, even like in a like an animatronic display, in a cemetery background or something. It looked really good.
Yeah, definitely.
I like the ghost. This is one. Yeah, I would like to get this one and the other tree, and maybe Snoopy. But like Snoopy's $50. I don't want to pay $50 for a 3-footer. Yeah,
Snoopy just looks so simple too. He's pretty much the exact same one as the Christmas one, which you already have, except
Christmas version.
pumpkin.
Exactly, and they just put a pumpkin on them. I've wanted a Snoopy inflatable and a Gremlins inflatable in Canada for years.
Yeah.
And we finally get a Snoopy one, and it's tiny, and it's like $50. We both have the Christmas one, right? When I just played mine last year, I didn't even use the Snoopy part. I just used it for the doghouse because it's so small and pitiful.
Oh, right. Yeah. Wow.
I just ended up like tucking away the Snoopy because I'm like, well, I have another Snoopy. This thing's like tiny. It doesn't even look realistic.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, they should definitely make like bigger Snoopy inflatables. Like, yeah, they're so tiny.
I know. There's so many Christmas ones at Walmart, and they have never even put out a Halloween one.
I know.
I'm a huge Peanuts and Snoopy fan, and
same with me.
They don't make any of the Halloween stuff. Kind of sucks.
Right.
Lowe's has had quite a lot of good designs.
Yeah, they have.
I bought the inflatable they had last year. That was pretty good with them sitting on the pumpkin. It was like 8 feet tall or something.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, nothing here in Canada though, unfortunately.
Nope.
Yeah. When Aiden X Spear just said in the chat, you know what would be a cool Halloween prop of, and then PVZ. I don't know what PVZ is.
Oh, Aiden, you'll love my display this year. I'm doing an entire Plants vs. Zombies section.
Oh, Plants vs. Zombies, that's what it is.
Zombie trio.
Oh, yeah, you are going to do that?
Yep, I am so excited. I might be making a life-size cutout of the zombie just to go with my plants now in the next week or so. So that'll be finished probably around September when I get to painting it. I don't know if I'm going to make it, but I probably will. Just to finish it off,
Yeah, that'll be awesome to see. Awesome. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it for the inflatables and everything from Party City Canadian Tire. I guess we can probably move on to Spirit here, and then if we have time, Rona stuff leave the last.
Well, I mean, the only notable Rona thing is the Plague Doctor.
True.
The rest of it is
just all right stuff.
Sunfire.
Yeah, nothing worth talking about right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna find a demo video of all this stuff. I think Chillin' Props posted one.
For like the individual demos, yes.
Or yeah, ones we got today. Yeah, 4 new releases.
The Spirit Wikipedia actually has a YouTube account, but they actually usually take a while to upload.
Yeah. Now they might have stuff up. I'll try searching them up too. It might be easier to do that.
The Chili Props is a little bit more organized, but you can try the wiki.
I'll see the wiki quickly. Oh no, the wiki actually has stuff. Here, I'll just check out the wiki so we can check them out each individually. There they are. I guess after these 4 too, we can also check out the other ones that got released last week.
Zombie head came from. It's just there.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess let's just go top to bottom. Sinister Straw Man, let's check out him.
I want him to like.
Not everyone who does.
Reskins.
Right.
It kind of gives it away.
I know, like Mr. Dark, like he would just like rage jump up and then get to talking.
It's one of my favorite Scarecrow designs and outfits by far. Like the burlap looks good. The red looks so nice, and it's so different than all the other Scarecrows and stuff. And I like this like stone burlap face, and it's not like some like cheesy Scarecrow.
Yeah.
It will work good stuff like Full Slasher and stuff too.
Definitely, yeah.
That's why I'm really tempted to get. It's this guy or Lantern Keeper most likely, and then Fire Demon for me.
Yeah.
But even if Fire Demon's over like 450, then I'm not getting him.
Yeah, he might be. I don't know. He's a pretty big one.
He's outdoor rated, and a lot of people are we'll eventually talk about Fire Demon more on live stream. But he's outdoor rated, and he's a jump scare. And it's kind of funny because he's like one of the only outdoor rated jump scares, and a lot of people are saying that he's probably going to be pretty prone to breaking, which is kind of. I mean, I trust Crazy Crate. They have some good quality stuff as of recent, but I don't know. If I would end up leaving mine outside, I wouldn't really have a way of keeping him inside if I got one, so I'd be kind of worried about it breaking, especially for the price.
Oh, yeah.
We'll just have to wait till we get some actual like proper videos of it and some like films.
Right, then we actually see.
Well, the map.
Yeah.
Anyway, being scared, Mr. Strawman, he's slow, but I think that's just a prototype issue. I think he'll be like pretty fast, like Kalula.
Yeah, I feel like he must be. I don't think they would have any reason to slow it down. I think they would just keep it fast.
He also is technically the tallest Mr. Dark.
I know, really just because of that hat. Yeah. Yeah, like look at the bottom there. It says he starts off at almost 6 foot and then goes to 9.5. Kind of crazy because Mr. Dark only goes to like under 9 and starts off at like 4
Mr. Dark starts at like 5'4", doesn't he?
I think it was smaller, like 4 or something.
No, really?
I think so.
He definitely. Well, his head is definitely bigger, and that, like I said, could be a problem. But I imagine it's pretty hollow plastic, like pretty hollow global, so I'm not too worried.
Yeah.
I like the amount of like waist detail he has too. That's one big problem for me with the Mr. Dark reskins is that the cloaks are so bland. Like there's nothing to them. He actually has like the rope around his, or the creepy cloth and the rope around his waist just to like actually give him more detail. He also has like a really big cloak at the bottom. Like that's even bigger than Mr. Dark's too.
Yeah, I appreciate that too because it does definitely seem like they're getting more detailed with their animatronics. So Mr. Dark, almost no detail, and then like Hellspawn, almost nothing. Then Tarantula is better, and then this one probably the most detail we've seen of any of these animatronics, which is awesome. And overall, this guy I do definitely love that look of him and everything. And hi, VJ Halloween, welcome. Yeah, favorite animatronic out of Wave 2 so far?
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know. Maybe Monkey Business. I also like Backman Bonnie. The second wave here. Yeah, do you have anything else to say about Sinister Strawman? Are you back now?
Yeah, I was experiencing some technical troubles.
All right. There you know. Do you have anything else to say about Sinister Strawman here?
No, I mean, he's probably going to be like he's definitely top 3 of the lineup this year for me so far.
Yeah.
And one of the ones I'm most likely to get because I am so desperate for a Mr. Dark.
Yeah. Finally time to get one.
Actually, you can look on the website and you can see the other phrases. He actually has some good written ones too, and I think the voice is good.
Ha.
Monkey Business's other lines are on the website, and they're actually like pretty funny. Like I genuinely want to see them.
Yeah, I haven't really looked at the website at all for any of these phrases yet, but yeah, I'll check that out because I'm curious what it would sound like. Yeah, I guess let's check out some of these other videos here. Yeah, Twisted Grandma. Let's see here.
Would you let labs? My game faces and take days.
The mech is so good. It's like,
Yeah. Yeah, that's such a good animation, man.
While you're sleeping. Sweet screams.
I'll agree. The clothing looks terrible. I know they're
I could have been better.
look more like a traditional grandma.
Mm-hmm.
But the clothing is just bad. The face is like also like there's a lot of things they're trying with this, and it gives classic Spirit vibes, but not in like a good way. Like it just feels like wheelchair granny, but if she was better.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, for me, I don't hate the clothing, but
very fair.
it's all right.
Wheelchair granny, that is a large stretch.
Yeah, this does not compare at all. Yeah.
You know, it feels more like gruesome granny. That's what they're going for. This and Backbed Bonnie is like techie going back to like old times with much better quality.
Yeah, there's something I like that they're doing. It does seem like they're doing some like older techie type stuff, which is cool. But overall, my opinions on this, I don't think it's too bad. I think it's one that might end up being my top 10 for this year. I wish they'd went something else in the puppet job, but
is that we need to see this mech on some other things. Like even a Reaper, it'd be really cool to see this mech.
I know there's so much cool stuff that this mech could work with. They should really like try it more in the future.
I like the fact they tried something different with Granny, but yet again, like if you put it on a Reaper or a Scarecrow, zombie, like any kind of zombie prop would be really cool with this.
Yeah,
of course,
definitely.
You could just do a generic possessed girl too.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But since this thing is all robes, I feel like it'd be kind of easy to reskin, honestly.
Probably.
Like you could probably mount, like you could turn off the audio, right? You could like maybe put a new head on it and then put it in like a Reaper clone, and boom, you'd have like a really cool Reaper prop with no audio.
Yeah. True.
Because it's a complex, effective mech, but it's also kind of simple to customize.
Mm-hmm.
And the hand sculpts are good too. So I mean, there's that.
Right. Yeah.
If I found this half off, I think I would. Because like it's $250, so even Canadian is not going to be that bad. If I found this half off, I would just probably buy it and customize it. I don't do possessed girls and grandmas and stuff like that.
No. Yeah, honestly, this one here would be one that maybe I'd consider getting this year. I don't know. I really love that mech, and it looks decent for what it is.
The mech is so good. It's such a good jump scare too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we should actually check out the website after just to look at their lines, if you're okay with spoiling that.
Sure. Yeah.
She has 3 or 4 lines. 2 of them are good, and like 2 of them are absolutely atrocious.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I guess after we check out the other 2 demos, let's go on the website and see what these look like.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tris Grammy, a pretty cool one. Yeah, that's Monkey Business. Let's check him out next. He's a cool one.
No more clowning around.
One of my favorite
It's
clowns.
time for
Yeah, he was awesome.
Monkey Business.
Yeah. Some of the awesome ones. Yeah, Monkey Business, though. It's such cool animation.
I know someone's going to make it like a meme out of this, but the fact he mentions clowning around and his own name in the same audio log is just kind of funny. And the fact he has clowning around, I think Artem actually made a post on this today, funny enough.
Oh, yeah?
The fact he has clowning around's color scheme and he meant like unintentionally has clowning around in his audio is kind of funny.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's kind of funny. They did. I wonder if they did that
But she's the
intentionally.
only other black and white clown,
I know.
and he
Can't
just
think of the
happens
others.
to say clowning around.
Yeah. Wow. It's kind of weird. Yeah, I love that monkey
But
feature
I
though,
love
and
the
this guy's
fact he
awesome.
holds the box. Like,
Yeah.
it's just such a good jump scare.
Right. Yeah. Just so unique, kind of too. We've never seen much like that, so it's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, always love a good jump scare, so that's awesome to see. Yeah, pricing on this guy though, which I guess we'll see on the website here in a minute, but 330 seems a little bit
Quite
crazy for
frankly,
him, but
this might be a hot take. I don't think the price is terrible because he is like so unique, and the build is
know.
probably like really good on this thing.
yeah,
And like another hot take, I think the monkey is better than Monty.
yeah,
Like,
it
the
definitely
monkey
looks
head
better
in
than
its
mold.
mouth is better than the entirety of Monty.
Yeah, they did such a good job for this guy.
Like, it's a good monkey sculpt. I like the mouth. I think it's all plastic, thankfully. And like
Yeah.
the mouth actually like looks like it's hollow inside, so you just have like
Right.
that much more realism. Like it's
Yeah.
not like a mouth that's only like 3 centimeters deep or whatever.
I know, yeah, so awesome on this thing. Done a good
The
job.
teeth look great on it. The glowing eyes aren't like needed, but
No.
whatever. They put it in there. It probably looks like pretty good in the dark. I'm actually glad that Clowning Around himself doesn't have glowing eyes.
Yeah,
Because like his face looks good. I like his face, but if his eyes, with like the type of eyes he had, were glowing, that would look pretty stupid.
yeah, it probably would.
It's also a little annoying in his demo that you can see like his entire face moving when his mouth's moving. And
Really?
that's kind of fine,
Yeah.
but it's a little irritating because it just looks that less realistic.
Right.
I'm sure that's also something you could just like re-glue the mask back onto the plastic frame or whatever.
Yeah.
But
Probably. Yeah, he's a pretty cool one though. Might be in my top 5 this year. I don't know.
it's
He's
just
a good con.
cool to see like a jump scare in a box like that.
Yeah,
That's
is.
like suspended in midair. Like it's not like incorporated into the prop. He's holding
Yeah.
a completely separate jump scare. It's like it's like Con Candy Dan, but okay, hot take. Con Candy Dan was better in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't know. Con Candy has a pretty good one too. I'm not sure if I could choose a favorite right now. I'll have to see this guy in person, but yeah, maybe
You know
Con
what'd be
Candy.
really
is
funny? Someone should put this guy next to the Home Depot clown. So that
Oh
when
yeah.
the monkey jumps out of the box, they're like, oh, the clown's going to jump out of the box. And then you just have the giant neck extending instead. That'd actually be like a really good way to like get people tricked into it.
Yeah, that would be funny to see. I'm curious if people would think to do that. Probably.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
they don't really like fit with each other at all. Like they're completely opposite clowns.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Right.
it's still kind of funny that we have like 2 box-related jump scare clowns one year.
I know. It seems like each year has a ton of animatronics that are kind of related across stores.
Yeah,
I think all these
also-
companies must
also
just
hot
make
take.
similar stuff. I don't know.
I feel like we got better clowns this year. Like, even Two-Face Teddy honestly isn't bad. Is he better than Nibbles and Con Candy Dan? No. Is Clowning Around better than Nibbles and Con Candy Dan? Maybe.
Yeah, this year definitely better clowns, I would say too. Like they were decent last year, but
Though Headcase Gary's probably going to be absolutely destroyed by his audio. Like, he's
yeah.
probably going to have, like, atrocious audio. But
Right.
he's still a really good-looking clown, and he actually has blood. Like, a lot of blood.
exactly, yeah. Wow. Yeah, VJ Halloween comments also just mentioned it's like 2 animatronics in one. I guess kind of, yeah. You get the clown here and then the monkey. It's kind of cool.
I agree. I think he would have done better with slightly more animation. But because the way he's built, it's kind of hard to. Like, you can't give him waist turn. You don't really need head turn. I think the only other animation I would have actually worked with this would have been if the monkey had mouth movement. But then he's going to have to be another latex head. So he's just kind of better as a plastic head.
I know. Yeah, I think it's definitely good with just what they have for animation on this. I don't think they needed to add anything more just for what it is.
It feels like, there should maybe like one more thing to justify the price.
Yeah.
It also feels like he should be like a 7-foot prop, but he's only like
Yeah.
6.5. He's going to be a
Yeah.
lot smaller than I think people are thinking. Like he feels like a towering clown, like an SVI, like towering clown size, right?
Yeah.
But he's really not. He's just a life size. He's going to be way smaller than I think a lot of people are expecting. And head case Harry, I think, is actually like 7 feet or something like that, bro. So
Yeah, so it's gotta be smaller. Yeah, it says 6.5 feet, which, yeah, decent height on him, but not the biggest.
So Arden just said that monkey business is only going to be 380 Canadian. I don't know where you're getting that from, Arden, but I'm going to believe you, and I'm going to be happy about it.
Oh no, typically it's just whatever the American price is plus 20%.
Where did you, Arden, if you're still here, can you try and like give us more details where you may or may not have read this from?
Doing my math here, looks like it should be 400 Canadian. Unless Artemir, I don't know, did you hear somewhere specific? That was gonna be 380. Yeah, if they do the price like they normally did, should be 400, I think. Yeah, there's monkey business though. Guess let's check out Backman Bonnie then. And VJ just said, but will there be tariffs placed on? If there is tariffs, they'd be like already incorporated into the price. So these are like the prices we're seeing with tariffs.
So theoretically, the Canadian stuff should be more expensive, but if Spirit was smart enough and they shipped stuff from China to Canada, then it might be cheaper for Canadians. It's hard to say. They could have done that.
I doubt they would.
Actually buy like really affordable stuff this year.
I think the problem is Spirit, they don't have warehouses in Canada, so they would have to ship it to the US and then to Canada, I think.
Technically they could ship it through Canada still, but they would have to like ship directly to stores, and that's like, you're right, they technically need a warehouse to store that. They could be renting like large scale warehouses in Toronto. Like Toronto does a lot of that kind of business stuff. Or like companies can like rent out entire warehouses just to ship like all this stock to, kind of thing.
Could be.
I don't know. I think it's either we're getting like really good prices this year or like really bad prices. We're probably not getting anything decent.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to see, but I'm pretty sure they would have shipped to the US, but I guess they could always rent out warehouses here.
Comments, like, yeah, I hope most of the stuff's like below 450. That'd be nice.
Right.
But, you know, it's safe.
Yeah. I guess let's check out Backbin Bonnie here, and then we can move on to the website to see some of the stuff.
Great, honestly.
Yeah, Backbin Bonnie's awesome. Definitely older techie vibes on this.
I like the fact that she doesn't have a jump scare, because so many people are right. If she was just another broken spine girl, she would be so broken. Like, it would not last. And you're looking at, if it was a jump scare, it'd be like, what, like 250 or more?
Probably.
Saving 180 is crazy and great. My only complaint, design-wise, is the fact she has pupils. I think Techie does a lot of really good possessed stuff, like the older stuff.
Yeah.
Because the eyes didn't have pupils. They were just like pure white. This could be an easy custom. You could just paint her eyes white.
Right.
And leave the lights there. It would look just as good. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, for what it is, though, I do kind of like the design. It's decent for what it is, and yeah, price on this 180. That's like a really good deal. This might be another one that I'd consider getting.
It's a really good deal. Yet again, it's unfortunately not my style, but I'm kind of tempted to just custom a lot of these things. I would keep all the original stuff intact, but I'm kind of like, some of these mechs are pretty good. If I can find them like half off, I'll go for it.
Right. Yeah.
It's just clown stuff is really hard for me to get, because I don't want to customize clowns. And I can't buy clowns, so it's...
Yeah. Right. Yeah, overall, though, Backman Bonnie, cool, and it might be top 5 for me this year from their lineup. I honestly don't know. I'll have to just see everything else, but there's potential for it to be top 5 for me.
Do you think you would end up getting her? Like, what would be your optimal price if you were to get her?
oh no, like if this is 180 US and if they do the usual price and like it would probably only be 220 for this, which honestly like I could justify spend 220 on something like this. That's not too bad of a
I would
price.
too.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I could like try and fit a theme for her because she's like a vampire, kind of. And
Yeah.
it could be like a one-off thing, be like slightly too. Like that's the thing. Here's the cool thing. Like when you have scary animatronics, there's two kinds. There's startling, which is like every jump scare, and then there's like genuinely scary. And I think this falls under like genuinely scary. Like it's one thing to startle a kid on Halloween, and this thing would traumatize them. Like absolutely.
Yeah, it's just not a
It's
jump
just,
scare,
like,
but so
the
creepy.
anticipation building up to it would scare like the absolute crap out of any kid.
I know. Yeah, it's such a scary, just animation and everything. Yeah, it's gonna scare so many people. So that's another reason why I really love this. Like, I like the scary stuff from my haunt. So
it just looks like a
fits
really.
well.
That's just it. Like, if you have a haunted house full of just jump scares, it works, but it doesn't like leave a lasting impact on people.
No.
You show them something like actually traumatizing, and that's how you like genuinely scare them for a while. Kind of
Exactly.
thing, you know?
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I'll sit down and look at this.
Big techie bias here. The speaker on this thing is gonna be crazy. Like you can absolutely blast this like bone cracking noise in a hallway. It would be like so terrifying.
Right. Yeah.
Like, genuinely,
awesome.
seeing this thing in store is probably gonna be like horrifying if the staff members put this thing on like full volume.
Yeah. Techies really good with their audio. Definitely. So loud always.
I think having her 5 foot works better too, because then you can see the head a little better. Because if she was like 6 foot, then it'd be like kind of awkward.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Overall, awesome though for this. I guess let's go on to the website now. See these.
Yeah. So obviously she doesn't have any audio lines, but the Grandma does, Monkey Business does, and Sinister Strawman does, and you can read them off the website.
Yeah. Oh yeah, just on the front, got them all. Yeah, let's see Monkey Business him here. Him most of all, just other lines on him.
I like his lines. The Monkey See, Monkey Do, which that one was leaked. I thought it was Monkey See, Monkey Do, which is what it's based off of.
That's a nice one.
Demo line. I like the Monkey in the Box one. Like it's kind of funny when props give their story like that. Like it's this monkey climbed into the box too, kind of thing. I find it amusing.
Yeah, funny too that just like no more clowning around, time for Monkey Business. The one. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, are you curious what's in the box? What's the monkey?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like with his voice, it's kind of funny. It's just kind of cool to have funny clowns in the haunt, you know? Not everything needs to be like incredibly scary or mediocre. It's just kind of nice to have some like actually funny, entertaining things. Yeah,
it's awesome. Yeah, that audio.
Like this is just perfect audio for him.
Exactly.
Voice like props to the voice actor on this.
Yeah,
it's a good clown voice. I'm gonna give him that. Even Balloon Dog's clown's voice it's like it's a good voice too, but I kind of like Monkey Business more.
Right. Yeah, you might have the best clown audio for the year on this guy, maybe.
Honestly, yeah. There's a lot of good clowns this year, and a lot of good funny clowns too. Like Balloon Dog clown's also like a perfect example of that.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like a hard tie between the two.
I know. Yeah. It's hard to choose a favorite this year. So many good ones for clowns.
Like I said, it kind of limits me more, which is nice, because I'd probably buy all the clowns if I could.
Yeah. I kind of want to buy these too, but I know I only have so much room that I can fit these.
Yeah. Oh, that's the other thing. I'm running out of room now, and that's staying a lot inside my yard.
True, yeah. Crazy.
Like, there's honestly not a lot of other places I can expand to. I think I might start selling off some stuff, honestly. Like, my collection's big enough where there's quite a few things I'm not even using this year, especially inflatable-wise.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd sell any animatronics anytime soon, but, like, inflatables and other decor. Christmas stuff, too. I have way too much Christmas stuff. I'll probably end up selling this year.
Yeah. Yeah, it might be a good idea for you if you have stuff that you don't even really use or anything. Yeah. I see Nintendo Corner here in the chat just said opinion on monkey business. Yeah, I just talked about that guy, but yeah, he's an awesome one. Probably one of the best clowns this year, I
The
would
voice
say.
is somewhat annoying. I don't think Nintendo Corner knows what they're talking about. That guy's peak.
Yeah, yeah, such a voice on this. I don't know what he's talking about.
No, I agree. I can see why people don't like the silly clowns. I just
I
like
guess.
the silly clowns myself.
Yeah, I don't
It
mind
gets
too much.
tiring having the same evil clown 100 times. It's
Right.
like the waving Wally, like the debate of waving Wally. It's just kind of nice to just have a clown be a clown, you know?
Exactly. It always need to be always
He's
these
a
like
silly
spooky
clown. He
ones.
just wants to give you a gift, man. What can I say?
Exactly. Yeah, nice to see something different than just evil clowns. Yeah, it's true.
And he looks like a human clown too, which is nice. He's not
I
a
guess.
monster clown. We have too many monster clowns.
Yeah.
Headcase Harry, I'll have an excuse to because that's unique. Like that's different, and it's like a realistic monster clown,
Yeah.
not like a cartoony monster clown. And
Right.
and monkey business. He's just a clown, man. It's like Heckles. He's just doing his job.
Yeah.
That's all he's doing.
Right. Yes. Yeah. Not too bad on this guy. I love it. And yeah, hi, drop down Scriggler
I like
fan.
Sinister
Welcome.
Strawman's lines. He's got some good lines.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess let's see some of these other lines on these guys. Yeah, it's interesting too, some of these other Stark guys with like the different lines, because the original Mr. Dark was just like the screaming.
Yeah, I agree. He could work. Here's the thing, though. With the Mr. Dark mechs, though the audio just like adds to it, it's not entirely necessary because the scare itself is like looks to it. It's just if you see this thing jump up, that's what's scaring you. It's not it's not exactly the screaming or what they're saying. You know, it's like the fact they're jumping at you. That's the scary part.
Yeah, I do appreciate the audio, especially like after the jump too on these, because Mr. Dark just takes so long to reset in.
There's not a lot of scarecrows.
Yeah.
Because there's not a lot of scarecrow props that like mess up the audio. It's like usually, especially techie ones, they're usually pretty good.
Yeah, it's like so easy to do like these scarecrow ones with how many they make too, like hard to mess up.
Yeah, like you can see his lines, and it's definitely a powering Tallulah scenario. Unfortunately, a lot of the future Mr. Darks might end up like this. I don't know if Spirit would change it. But you can see that they have like a full line before he jumps. For my haunt, I think that will kind of work.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Yeah. I don't know. For me, I find it a bit more annoying because I definitely like it when it's more just like a jump scare like you don't expect it. But yeah, like at least he still does have all right lines for him.
I like some of his lines. I'm glad he's laughing because I do like when a scarecrow has, like, the scarecrows usually have pretty good, like, evil laughs, you know?
Yeah, right.
I like the crow noises. I'm glad that he has that.
Yeah.
And the one voice clip we got from the demo, I think, like, a lot of these lines are probably going to be executed, like, really well.
Yeah.
Compared to Tallulah's. Tallulah's audio was just terrible. They were going for something, and it did not work.
Yeah, they didn't do the greatest for hers. It was decent for what it was, but yeah, this guy definitely is better.
I hope they eventually make an outdoor rated Mr. Dark mech. I know that's difficult for them, but it'd be just nice that one of these reskins eventually ends up outdoor rated, or they add an additional minor animation, like maybe slight mouth movement or moving hands or something.
I mean, I feel like they could easily make this outdoor rated because, like, even my Mr. Dark's basically just the clothing covering the entire mech, so if they were to make it waterproof, it could cover it.
It's that the mechs are so complicated, they don't want to risk them getting wet.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's kind of hard. That's the thing, too. The Mr. Darks are very easy to cover when they're in their folded position because they are, like, already bag-shaped.
Yeah.
It's not the problem if you're trying to cover them in a trash bag. Again, it's like, yeah, you're right. This trash bag material, you can leave these guys outdoors and you can risk it. They're going to hold up better than most things.
Yeah.
But, you know. Mine personally, I'm probably going to end up leaving outside, but only for like a week or two when my display's actually open.
Yeah.
And I am going to cover them every night.
Right. Yeah, I know my Mr. Dark I'm planning on him outside this year, but I'll probably just put him out Halloween night. I don't think I'd risk having outside, especially just how the weather is here.
Mine's going to be, if I get Sinister Strawman here, which, like I said, the odds are pretty high if the prices are good.
Yeah.
I'll probably have him in my garden, and then it's pretty hard to, like, actually haul him indoors when he's already out there. Also,
Right.
I don't know personally, but I don't imagine these things are like super easy to move, are they?
If it's folded up, it is, but yeah, if you have this extended, which
Well,
it's
also
not
this,
as easy.
yeah, the weight. What are the weights on this thing again? Like it's like 40 pounds or something, isn't it? Or was
Um,
that? So I'm thinking of something else actually. I think.
I'm not
I don't
100
think it
percent
says
sure.
here. Oh no, actually it's like 21 pounds. Yeah, okay, fair.
Yeah.
People
Too
are saying
bad.
he's like 5 pounds heavier though than Mr. Dark because of the head or something like that. So that's
Oh,
a
really?
little.
Could be. Yeah. Mr. Dark's
The hat.
fairly light with the head. It's kind of like
I don't
molded
know.
empty, I think.
I don't know how much of a parachute the hat would act as. Like it might slow him. That also might be what's slowing him down a little bit. Is that the hat's
Maybe.
acting like kind of like a parachute almost when he's launching upwards? Maybe.
It could. I don't think it would stick out enough that it would, but honestly, it could.
I just
Maybe.
hope he's fast enough. That's my only big complaint.
Yeah. I think he should be fast enough. Must just be a demo here. He's a bit shorter.
Odds are I'm probably gonna get him. He's pretty kick-ass. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. He's awesome, though. And then Backbend Bond, I think she only has the one audio, right?
Yeah, Twisted Grandma has their other lines, and like I said, some of them are like pretty cheesy, like written. Like it's almost looking like a Bobby Strings scenario. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. Oh, let's see. Yeah, 3 different lines on her. Yeah, that's decent audio.
A
little bit
that
cheesy,
middle
but-
one. There were the what is it the first one, the Kiss You Goodnight. It's like, oh god, that's not gonna be executed well. I don't think.
No, yeah,
But like
that sounds a bit
the
weird.
middle one's like really good.
Yeah.
The grinding my
that's a good one.
bones thing.
Mhm.
That's the demo one, and then the last one's like really really good.
Yeah.
Like especially if she has like really like demonic laughing and she like breaks her own back on the last line there.
Yeah.
It's just that
Big
first
one.
one's like,
Yeah.
I don't know how well that first one's gonna go, especially with the cheesy grandma voice. They just gotta get
Right.
a good like. If that other line has a good demonic voice, I think it'll like save the audio. Honestly.
Yeah. It might be able to. Guess we'll see, though.
Yeah, I'm just really tempted to get this thing to reskin it. Be it again, the odds of Spirit like making another version of this are pretty high.
Yeah.
I
Love their
can see
reskins.
them doing this. Like it might just be like a Dagger Mike scenario where they get Techie to make like 2 or 3 more versions.
Right. Yeah. So many jump scares always make. Or not jump scares.
Oh, sorry, no.
releases.
Dagger Mike has had 4 versions. He's tied
4?
with Mr. Dark now because Little Skelly Bones was actually the original Dagger Mike.
Right. And then they made Dagger Mike. And then was it Dark Princess?
Dark Princess, and then Trixie is supposedly another one. No
Oh, yeah.
official confirmation, but it makes sense, honestly.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. Wow. Yeah, I just keep reskinning all these, I guess.
Yeah. No, she looks pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of actually I want to see the build on the user guide here.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's kind of just like standard techie build. It's nothing special.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, there's not a lot to it.
Yeah.
I was kind of curious, and I was looking at Backbend Bodies, being a budget prop. She actually doesn't have
yeah.
like plastic at all for the most like besides
really?
the neck. I kind of thought it might have been like a techie was trying to do their old base thing just because it was budget, but it's actually not.
Yeah. Huh. Wow. Yeah. Oh, I'll see you in the chat. Stephanie Evans said, "Why don't they just release the entire lineup already?" Yeah. Honestly, I don't mind them doing these little releases.
I think
It's kind of
we're
nice.
gonna release at least one more thing.
Yeah. With them doing these releases too, kind of reminds me when they used to do sneak and peeks too, kind of. It's like 1 or 2
They're
animatronics every
changing
day.
it every year though. There's no consistent one because like
I know.
2020 we had like actual sneak peeks for a week, and then 2021 there was nothing at all.
Right.
2022 there really wasn't anything. 2023 we had like the name drop stuff, and that was cool. And then same with last year, it was like the same
Yeah.
thing but a little bit faster. And then this year, of course, everything was knocked back like a month.
Right.
But
Yeah. wonder if Spirit will ever just be consistent with how they do their stuff.
Probably not.
Yeah. Used to be kind of consistent with their
Kind of
sneak peeks,
surprising
but
there was no PR boxes this year either, but I guess it's because the flagship.
yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't done the PR box. Usually they do that like before they start release stuff, but guess not this year.
I was thinking about flagship a couple weeks ago, and it's like genuinely, I don't know if I'll ever like really bother going there. Compared to something like Transworld, I'd like rather go to Transworld in a heartbeat. It's just like with flagship, especially last year, it just looked like terrible. There's just way too many people. I love that Spirit is trying to do so much more, and it seems like such a fun way to hang out with other haunters and stuff. But I mean, so is Transworld, and it's like it's actually like a better convention, and there's more room, and you're not like all cramped in one parking lot kind of thing, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I don't think I'd ever go to flagship Spirit Halloween, but it would be cool. But honestly, I just
unless
not
it
go
really
Transworld.
quieted down, that's like the only. But yeah, it's like how do you tell the year that it's just gonna like quiet down?
I don't think it ever will. Yeah, it just seems crazy to like camp outside for like a day before they open. I don't know.
Well,
that'd be
even
something
that, like, because like before 2023, it was like genuinely looked like something fun. Like I wouldn't mind camping out like a day or two. That'd just be fun, hanging out with like 20 or 50 people. But then now that it's like in the thousands just to go to one Spirit store, it's like
so many.
Yeah, no, and you can't even do anything.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd just be so much nicer at Transworld, just where that's like more stuff to see instead of just Spirit Halloween.
I'm genuinely like really want to go to Transworld next year. I'm not sure what the States is going to look like, but if things turn for good, I'm probably going.
Yeah,
if I can.
I'd love to go down too. I guess I'll see, but yeah, that would be so awesome to check out Transworld.
Oh, agreed.
Yeah.
It's like Transworld, like you have the whole convention and you get to see like all these professional props that you would probably never get to see anywhere. Like where else do you see these things besides like some of the haunted houses in the States? Even the like rare and few Canadian haunted houses don't barely ever have like any of these things like distortion stuff or anything.
Yeah. There's even some other places that have like some stuff like this, like Monster Mini Golf by me. They have a lot of cool like distortion stuff, but it's still hard to find.
But like, do they even? I've heard like that they don't even work, like most of them.
No, like they used to work, but they just don't maintenance them, so they're all broken now, just static. But it's still decent to see. Yeah. I guess that's pretty much it for Spirit here. And I've already talked about lots of other stuff before it's come out, but is there anything else really to look at for today that's worth checking out?
Well, there's a bunch of leaks and stuff we could talk about. There was a leaked demo for Crypt Countess and Head Gets Harry, but like it's legitimately a meme. Like someone edited over it so poorly. It's bad. But Crypt Countess actually has like really, really good animation from like the 3 seconds we saw.
Oh yeah.
Huh. Like it's twitching Banshee on steroids. Like it's
crazy.
Really? She like thrashes around and everything, and she actually still has like full head animation with moving mouth and all that on basically on top of like a twitching Banshee like build, and I think she's like 8 feet tall. Yeah. It's crazy animation. It could be AI generated. I know that sounds stupid, but it like genuinely looks too good to be a Spirit Halloween animatronic.
Yeah. I'm curious if I can find the video of demo of it.
It was leaked with Headcase Harry's like 5 seconds of audio or something.
Yeah. Oh, I might find something here. Yeah, it kind of seems like pretty cool. It's such a weird video.
Yeah, but like, see what I mean? This is like an animatronic. It almost like looks AI generated. I know if
yeah, I don't know. It's kind of the background too throwing me off. Like it's just the black there. Like it could just be an image that they cut it on and AI did it.
It looks like almost AI generated. Just It probably isn't.
Yeah.
I'm probably like incredibly stupid right now, but
Might be.
like it's good animation. That's the animation. That's like crazy. It's gonna be like
Yeah.
it's gonna be 330 for sure. I think
Probably.
that's like what the average prop price is gonna be this year for a lot
Gotta
of the
be,
big ones.
yeah.
Maybe that would be the highest price point. That'd be awesome if they didn't go over 330 this year.
Hopefully not.
Because like last year I think it peaked at like what? Con Candy Dan was like 350 last year or something, wasn't he? Or maybe he was like 330.
I think it was
as well.
330 or 320.
Yeah, because Giant Death Ray was the most expensive, justified.
Yeah.
So if like Fire Demon and the rest of them are under or 330, that's like fair.
Yeah.
That means the only one that'd be more would be Young He, which honestly that doesn't exist. I couldn't care less for it.
I know.
No one's buying that thing. That is
Yeah,
going
it's
to be
such a weird one.
everywhere on November 1st. Like and even that is
Probably.
still going to be like $400 on November 1st.
I know. I don't even know
No
why
one's
they
gonna
would
buy
release
that
that.
thing.
So weird.
Wait till next year on the website, and it's gonna go down to like $200. I bet. Like
Yeah, probably.
It'll be online and it will be online inventory for like 2 to 3 years.
Yeah. I don't think they are gonna sell like much of that.
Most stores would be fortunate to sell at least 2.
Exactly. Yeah.
There's very few people that would want it. Like, first off, name someone who's decorated for Halloween. Sure, there's like a lot of Squid Game fans, fair enough.
True.
And there's going to be the Squid Game fans with a lot of disposable money, and they might buy it.
Right.
But then no one else is going to buy that thing.
Yeah. Like probably no like Halloween haunters out there probably gonna buy this.
In fact, no, the only haunters that will buy it is going to be like Chilling Props.
Yeah.
And,
Just buying the whole lineup.
I think if you know who Halloween C is,
I think I
he's
do.
kind of trying to pull a Chilling Props this year, and he's trying to buy every single animatronic. He's going to sell most of them afterwards, but he's just trying to like make a review on every single one this year. So I think those are going to be like the only 2 unboxings we'll ever see, unless someone else is crazy enough.
Yeah. It seems crazy, these people that just buy every Spirit Halloween animatronic, even though some just aren't that good.
Here's the problem with it. Quite frankly, I never watched Squid Games, but I've always found that and like the actual animatronic in the show to be like the most annoying thing. I just didn't like it. Like it always thought it was ugly. It's like it's so misplaced. And then now people are trying to sell us Halloween decoration. There's also like one of the only animatronics you can never reskin. Like how would you reskin that thing? It's a giant blow molded piece.
Exactly. Yeah.
It just seems so okay. Yeah, no, it's far from the worst licensed prop, and it's
I know
that they're doing different things. I'll admit it.
Yeah.
But it's so useless.
Yeah, I don't really care much for it too, and like I've recently watched Squid Game bit, but like still, it's not something I would buy.
No, I wouldn't even consider buying that thing for like $200.
No.
The only way I'd buy that is if it went like 50 or below. But at the same time, I would buy any animatronic if it went 50 or below.
Exactly.
Like any animatronic, period. I'd even buy like Jenny stuff if it went 50 and under, just for the heck of it.
Right. Yeah, I don't think a Squid Game one would be one that I would ever get this year.
I'm so happy it's not on the ISC though.
Yeah, at least have that separate part.
And
but...
even though it's cool they're doing, the side ISC is cool. And it's only ever going to be set up in like 40% of stores because they need like
probably.
I think it's better, by the way.
Yeah.
It's not even like 10 feet. It's 12 feet because some people are saying it might even be 14, but that's a stretch.
Right. Yeah.
You justify the price, sure, but
I feel like it's only gonna be like 8, maybe 10 feet for that.
I'm still stubborn because I'm like desperate for Gremlins animatronics, and it will eventually happen. I'm sure that Universal's gonna clear out the license, and it's either gonna be Gemmy making something really crappy, or SVI is gonna make something like actually usable. But that's like the only license I'd ever want to see. Maybe FNAF too. FNAF would be cool, but I don't know if I'd even ever buy it because that'd be a lot.
Yeah. I'd love to see Gremlins too. I love that movie, and it would be cool to see like Home Depot release one too.
There's so many more 80s movies. There's so many other 80s stuff they could have made for licenses this year, and they chose Squid Game.
Right. Those are all newer stuff.
Try and make like a Squid Game or something like that. Like I kind of thought it would have been more like modern horror or horror, like fake horror kind of stuff, like Squid Games or what's the other one? I can't remember. Anyway, you get the point.
Yeah. Right. Nintendo Corner just said, wonder when Pumpkin Nest will be released. I don't know why people keep saying like when he'll be released because I don't even think it's confirmed yet. I think it was just that one hint we got, but
So I think it was Halloween Haunter, right? He
Might have
supposedly
been.
has like really good connections, like insider information with Spirit.
yeah. Do you say
And
something about
he
it?
was managing the wiki and he updated the wiki.
Yeah.
Don't forget, he was also the guy that knew Valak was coming out like a year prior.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. So I could believe it, quite frankly. Like, it's not impossible. Don't forget, we got Silent and Deadly this year.
True.
It's not like we got Harvester. Or sorry, no. How do I forget his name? No.
Mhm.
I'm not sure mind blanking right now. What's his name?
know.
We were talking about him earlier. Oh, Forgotten Farmer, right? No. Oh my God, help me. It's
I'm not sure what
Pumpkin
you-
Nester, the second most wanted prop, whatever his name is.
Barnard Butcher, was that it?
Barnyard Butcher.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh,
Right.
so blanking. Yeah, it's not like we got Barnyard Butcher this year or anything, but we did get
True.
Silent and Deadly. Pumpkin Nester is not impossible. Don't forget, we also got Little Nester like 4 years
Right.
ago. So,
Yeah.
YJ's still in the business, and YJ could easily produce him. But
Mhm.
I'm not surprised that he's going to be an online only if he does release.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah,
So,
I'd love to see
he
Barnard Butcher
could
though.
be in store, like in select stores. Hopefully, I would buy him in a heartbeat if he came in select stores.
Yeah, I would too. I'd love
But
Pumpkin
it might
Nester.
just be like wait till next year kind of thing, and he might show up at some stores.
Yeah. I feel like he's probably gonna be like an online only release this year because that's what I do with most of
I can
like greenbacks now.
I can see him. I personally believe he's going to release this year. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if he's like a September or not September, but like late August, like after release. Like
Yeah, it could be.
What's some other crap? There's like Wolfie, for example, like Wolfie
Right,
last year,
yeah.
like the active release, you know.
Yeah, it could be something like that.
Yeah. I more so believe that he's like Pumpkin Nester would come back than the rumors of Pennywise and Sam. Sam's confirmed, sure. But
Yeah.
I still don't know if it's going to be a different Sam animatronic. People are saying it's just going to be the 2019 one back.
It
This would be like
be.
the 5th year he's sold or something like that. If he comes. That means
Yeah.
he would have been sold every year except for last year.
Yeah, that'd be disappointing if it's the same thing they bring back. I really hope they do something new,
Yeah.
but still, like, what more could they even do with
But-
the animatronic?
I saw some people comparing it. So remember how we got the Pennywise Super Great in 2021?
Right. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it's just probably just gonna be like some like really small and like half an animatronic.
Yeah,
If it is
probably.
the new design,
Right.
because I doubt they're gonna make another full body. And it's not like if he didn't already come with the 2 heads, I think we probably would have just seen him like with the head swap.
Yeah.
But since the original version came with both heads, I don't see why they would make a whole new version with just one of the heads, kind of thing, you know?
True. Yeah.
Like he's a good animatronic. Don't get me wrong. He's he's the only and he's the best Sam animatronic, and he's a
Mhm.
cool character. I don't know why he was on the video game yet again. Like
Yeah.
a hint to his return.
Could be.
And yeah, Pennywise is confirmed to be the 2020 version, which is fine because
Yeah.
he's also arguably the best Pennywise.
True.
And
Yeah,
if
we
they're
haven't really
both
got
online
much
onlys,
better.
it doesn't hurt anyone. They're online onlys.
Yeah.
People will buy them if they want them. They don't take up precious space in stores, and they don't take
True.
up IC room.
Yeah. At least that's a good side to it. Not taking up spots in stores, but
Yeah.
still would love to see
That's what's
Pumpkin
nice
Nest
about
in
online
stores.
onlys. You never hear a lot of people complaining about them because you really
Yeah.
can't be mad at them. They're just on the website. They're
Exactly,
Just there. They're not
yeah.
offending anyone.
Yeah, exactly. They're not taking up spots in the lineup that they could have filled with other animatronics. Some
Exactly.
online, I wish they would bring them in
Well,
stores,
you know what-
but
you know what is taking up space? The Squid Game.
yeah, that one. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
oh so
No, I'm
so
not
stupid
angry
that
at
one.
it. I'm just disappointed.
Yeah,
Like I don't hate the thing. It's just useless. It's unnecessary.
yeah. I just wish it was online only because yeah, hearing that too every time I go to Spirit this year, it's just gonna be so annoying. That's all the audio on that too.
I'm so glad Twitching Banshee was online only last year
Right.
because if I had to hear that thing in stores, oh my goodness! I was lucky enough that I never heard her when she was originally in stores, right?
Yeah.
But from what I've heard, it's just cool, especially for the employees, man.
Oh, really?
But yeah, honestly, so yeah, again, more evidence for Pumpkin Nester returning. We've only gotten like 2 flashbacks this year, and there's
Oh,
like
yeah.
no other confirmed flashbacks. So the odds of them coming back are pretty high because usually
True.
there's more than 3.
Yeah, I used to have like 4 or 5,
If
I
you don't
think.
count the license stuff. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that kind of adds up.
Right.
Yeah, it just makes sense. Also, like last year, I don't know what to talk about. Last year's flashbacks honestly sucked. Like
Yeah, they weren't
Tower
the
and Clown
greatest.
was like Tower and Clown was the exact same, and that's really
Right.
bad because like 2017 SBI kind of sucked.
I know.
And then Twitching Banshee again also identical. Cerberus was good. I'm
Yeah,
glad
Cerberus
they
was
didn't
an
have the
awesome
wood
one.
face.
Yeah, I love Cerberus.
But then all the other returns were like what other returns were there last year?
Clowning
The rest
around.
of them were online only.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah, I forget what else they
remember.
brought back. May have only been the 4 they brought back: Cerberus, Crewtown Clown, Twitch and Banshee Clown around. I can't remember any others.
Oh, Clowning Around. You're right. Yeah,
Yeah.
Clowning Around. Yeah, I think it was only the 4 last year. Because like even the December releases weren't returns because it was only Lucky Liz and Frankenstein.
Right. Yeah. Honestly, I forgot about Frankenstein. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, he was mid. Mid.
Yeah.
He's not a bad sculpt or anything, but like no one's gonna. That's like an example of if a online only product honestly could have been in stores because he's not
Right.
great, but like he would have probably sold. He's like if you find him on sale, he's good. He's like a good supplement for the Home Depot one.
Yeah. Right.
Genuinely, I'm excited for the Costco one though. If you've seen that one yet. That
Yeah,
one
I saw it
looks
the other day.
Like it doesn't look like an accurate Frankenstein, but it looks like a Frankenstein monster,
Yeah.
And it looks good. Like the
know.
plastic sculpt looks really good on it.
Well, I don't think it was meant to be a licensed one, right? It's just like a non-licensed one.
No,
but-
it's not. So if you remember Mad Monster Marlin from Party City a couple years ago, right?
Yeah.
It's essentially just him, but plastic, outdoor rated, and with LCD eyes.
Right. Yeah.
So
Pretty cool,
frankly,
yes.
If any of those come to my store and they go on sale, I'll get them. It's Rise Up Reaper
Yeah.
or then probably not Rattles. He's a good Rattles at Costco this year, but like I don't have room for the Rattles.
Yeah, he's just such a big one. Yeah, I'd love to maybe get the Reaper Rising guy. It'd be cool.
Yeah, he looks kind of cool. I hope I hope he doesn't just have laughing audio because no one's found any store models that like have talking yet.
Yeah.
All of them seem to be on the laugh mode if he even has like other languages.
Right. Yeah, hopefully he has more than just that. Yeah. Oh, yeah, going back to the chat quickly too. Hi, Kids and Cakes and All Honor, welcome. Yeah. Yeah, is there anything else to say really about Spirit? I don't know. I'm curious when the next wave will come out. I assume this weekend, but who really knows.
Hopefully this week. Just don't
Yeah.
forget, it's been nearly 2 weeks since the first one. Oh my God.
Yeah. I think like with their
Everything is
stores
so
starting to open up
slow
start of
this year,
August, they
man.
gotta have it soon.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I hope Home Depot, like I don't blame Home Depot because, they're the goats. If they have to take an extra week to release stuff, that's fine.
Right.
But it would be amazing to see them just release this week because we never got halfway to Halloween stuff from them.
I know we
Nothing
didn't.
from Home Depot is released at all this year. This time
Yeah.
last year, people already had like the new 12-foot skeleton, the 12-foot
Exactly.
Inferno, the Skelly Dog, and Frankenstein.
Yeah, and this year nothing yet.
And there were
Sucks.
so many leaks too of like the warehouse stuff, like
I
weeks
know.
prior. We haven't seen like anything at all
Yeah.
from them besides those photos they uploaded like a month ago.
Or actually, I'm just remembering. I think it was the other day. I'm pretty sure it was photos I saw that like Home Depot, the US actually starting to get in some Halloween stock. I'm not sure if it's like overstock from
really?
last year or if it's like actual new stuff, but
It might be.
I don't know.
I remember last year, if you remember, they had like a bunch of leaked photos of not the Home Depot stores, but like the mega warehouses,
Yeah,
like
those
full
ones.
of skeletons and stuff.
Right.
Then that's how we discovered Carnival Carl and Fear Valley Wolf. I don't know how many other new animatronics are going to be this year. Like, it feels like there should be, like, maybe 2 or 3 that we haven't heard of. Like,
Probably.
Chucky was, like, the only animatronic we didn't know about until, like, drop date.
Yeah.
Along with the online onlys, because there's, like, the First Mate Pirate. There was that really forgettable Scarecrow. A couple other online onlys. I don't know how many online onlys in the States we're getting, but, you know, because we're in Canada, basically everything that was revealed in March is probably what we're getting. Like, not everything, but, you know, the only things we're getting are the things revealed in March. I don't think anything that gets revealed from here on out is coming to Canada, unfortunately.
Probably not, no. Yeah.
The only one that is not confirmed so far that I'm really hoping is Fear Valley Wolf.
That'd be cool, Key.
Really want them.
Yeah, I think there's a good chance because last year they had a couple that were older ones from the U.S. that they finally brought to Canada, so I do think there's a good chance for him.
Also, it took them 3 years to bring Dean to Canada.
I know, it's crazy.
I've wanted Dean since like 2021, and I'm so ecstatic that he's not coming back this year.
Probably not.
I would be like so surprised if he actually came back.
Yeah.
And frankly, I don't have room for him anymore, unfortunately.
Oh no.
To get him, but if he comes back for 200, I'll consider it. And same with Jack of Spades. Those are like my 2 most regretted missed purchases last year.
Right.
But honestly, Fear Valley Wolf is one I kind of would rather get a little bit more. He's grown on me so much.
Yeah, he's definitely cool. I'm not sure if it'd be one I'd get, but still, yeah, I do really like that guy. He's awesome.
I like the Ogre too. The Ogre's grown on me.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's like big too, from what I remember.
Oh, he's big.
Like looks like 9 foot maybe.
He'll be Carnival Carl priced because he has like so much more latex and plastic pieces to him. Like he has so much more like to him than Carnival Carl did. He might be a 280 prop American kind of thing.
Could be, yeah.
And they're saying a lot of price increases with tariffs and all that, but I think a lot of that ended up like being canceled because I think Home Depot wasn't as affected by the tariffs after the cancellation there for a bit. So hopefully we get normal prices this year. I think the budget stuff is still going to be like, people are saying it's going to be like $150 for like the Soul Slasher remakes and stuff, and it's like, okay, that's fair. They were really cheap last year. But I just hope the expensive stuff stays the same. You know, we still get our $200 props. Those are always nice.
Yeah, I have a feeling Home Depot will probably be the best with pricing this year with tariffs and everything, but I guess we'll see.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no, Spirit is, like I said, Spirit is, if we're lucky, like I said, maybe they found a loophole, but
maybe.
I doubt. So if everything stays under $350, I'm happy. But that's like still $550 Canadian at least.
Exactly, a lot. Hopefully on the coupon though, make it more manageable, but yeah.
Yeah, and there's also I might be going crazy here, but I heard rumors that the coupon might be getting canceled. I don't see how. They've had it for forever.
I doubt they'd cancel it fully. Like, I don't know why they would.
I think a lot of it was, I think they're canceling it online and they're making it like harder to get because so many people are using it.
Yeah.
Which you kind of have to if you want to buy Spirit stuff, but.
Yeah.
I've only ever used the coupon like 2 or 3 times. I'm not totally sure how it works, right? So it's just the same coupon for an entire year, and you can just like use the same code, can't you? I don't remember.
It depends on what they do because each week it seems they release a new coupon, or it seems like the last few years they've done it in store where you like can sign up for their contest and get a coupon that is valid for the entire year.
I think I am signed up, but I'm not like totally sure. I kind of just walked it when because the only thing I bought in stores, I only bought 3 things in stores last year. I bought the Nightmare Harvester plush, I bought the Gray Jumping Spider, and the Gargoyle Door Knocker. So I only made like 2 purchases, and I think both times I just used the same photo of the coupon on my phone, and it worked.
Yeah, I don't think it's like individual coupons to give to each person. I think, they do have one each year that's like, doesn't expire until the end of October.
I'm sure I could actually walk into the store with the coupon from last year, and the cashiers might just not even care, and because it is an official Spirit coupon. I'm sure they just look at them and they're like, oh yeah, and they punch it in.
I mean, could be.
I don't remember if they scan them or not.
I don't know. It depends.
I can't remember if they scan I guess it kind of just depends on your cashier, you know.
Right.
Because they can just put the discount in the cash register where they can like actually scan the code.
I know, because I know my spirit, like sometimes I've had to show the code, or sometimes they just like have the coupons at the cash register that they show it to. They just scan their own coupon there, so it really just depends
Yeah.
on what store you go to, I guess.
Alex, it seems that people want you to buy monkey business. By that I mean one person
Oh, yeah?
said you should
Oh,
buy monkey
Honor.
business.
Honestly, I don't know. I might buy them. I'm gonna have to see. There's just so
I'm
much stuff this
tempted.
year.
I think I could get a workaround. Maybe I could get clowns this year.
Yeah,
I will take some convincing. I just want clowns, man.
yeah. Clowns are awesome.
I keep telling my parents, like, whenever I get my own place, the first theme I'm doing in my haunt is a carnival. Like,
Yeah.
the first year is just going to be, like, just carnival. Rent out a circus tent in my front yard, buy every clown. Because, you know, Spirit's releasing more and more every year. By
Right.
the time I eventually afford a house with the housing market in, like, what would that be, like, 2050?
Yeah.
I'll probably end up just buying, like, every clown animatronic Spirit releases that year and just make, like, an entire circus. Just because I have so many ideas for carnival stuff, and I also just don't know anywhere to put it in my yard, quite frankly. Like,
Oh, yeah,
it's
that's
really difficult to try and fit a carnival theme, like, effectively into my house.
Yeah. Guess so. Yeah. I don't know. Anything much else to talk about here? Stream. Probably gonna end it soon. It's almost 10 p.m. here.
Yeah, it's almost 9.
Yeah.
It's still sunny where I am.
Huh. Yeah. Well, it's still kind of sunny where I am. The sun's like still making its way down.
Yeah, it's also interesting with the teaser of Two-Face Teddy being there. I think I already told you about this earlier, but yeah, some people are saying he was supposed to be released. There's two cases. It's either Spirit somehow forgot their own prop in their teaser, which I don't know if they're not, you know, like they would have been smart enough to see that, or they made these teasers months ago, which is usually how it works, right?
Right.
And Two-Face Teddy might have been planned to launch this release. So some people are saying it's either because of the order of how many props are, it's going to be a countdown, and each launch is going to be less, which would kind of suck. But if they're more frequent, then I don't really care.
Yeah.
Or it's going to be more props each launch. So I think the math adds up. If they do 5 the first, or like this was supposed to be 5, right? So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think,
Could be.
or maybe just 7. Because I think in total there's like 25 props. Also, Great Danger, which we have absolutely no idea about. I'm still kind of curious about it. Some people are saying it's a Reaper. Supposedly there's a Reaper in the background of one of the flagship photos, but I'm not really sure about that.
Yeah, I guess we'll see, but assume. Yeah, I might be counting like up for the releases. That'd be cool if it is, but honestly, don't know.
No, unfortunately, I think it is a countdown. Less props each week. It would have been nice to see them theme this better. Like, it would have been cool to have Sinister Strawman release next to Lantern Keeper and clowning around with Headface Harry and Two-Face Teddy. You know, like have like the actual themes for the train stopping the 18. That would have been nice. This is honestly, it's probably based off of how much stock they have.
Right.
They probably would release the whole wave if they had enough available. That's probably what's going on.
Could be, yeah.
They're lucky it makes for the train. Do you have any? Okay, before we end this, what are your theories on the next drop? What are you thinking? Because we have quite a few props left. I actually made a list because I'm bored.
Yeah. Quickly before that, I just want to go to the chat here. This one guy, Jose, keeps asking if I'm going to be live tomorrow. Yeah, I'm probably not going to be live for like another week, probably.
No.
It's hard to find time in the summer, too, to go live, but
Yeah.
Just tell your son or whatever just to check my socials every day, and I'll post when I plan to do one.
It's worth talking about Home Depot's drop whenever that comes out.
Yeah. Yeah, probably expect a live stream maybe next week. But I'll post like a couple days before.
And I'll be starting posting. I'm posting a video soon, and then I'm gonna start like actually posting when the 100 days hit.
Yep. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. Predictions for next drop. I honestly don't know. It just seems random with what they're dropping here.
So out of the props that have yet to be released, just so you can get a reference, we have Jack the Reaper, Headcase Fairy, Crypt Countess, Bullseye. Oh my God, I already forgot about Bullseye.
Yeah, he could be
Young
next.
T, Trixie, Trigger Pete, Santa Art the Clown, Fire Demon, and Lantern Keeper, and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I think the Jack the Reaper will probably be until like their last release.
Probably, yeah.
But yeah, honestly, I don't know what to say. Like, it could be anything at this point that they could drop. I'm not too sure.
Okay, just going off of what we know so far, Fire Demon seems to be pretty early stock because a lot of stores already have him, right?
Right.
So I imagine he's going to be like pretty soon. If he's not next one, he's going to be the one after. Like he's not going to be last. I don't think.
Yeah, it could be.
There's
I
so much
guess.
stock of him. Lantern Keeper, I imagine, is going to be pretty soon because he's probably going to be really basic. There's not a lot to him. Trixie, I think, also, yeah, again, there's not a whole lot to her.
No.
Santa Art the Clown, though, honestly, I couldn't care less if he does or does not, like, drop in a wave. He probably is.
Yeah.
And Bullseye and Crypt Countess, I don't know really. Young Key, again, also couldn't care less, but he'll probably be, like, last or second to last because he's
maybe
like a more expensive item. I don't know.
I don't know.
They also probably don't have a lot of her in stock because
Yeah, I haven't seen any photos of her in store
store
yet.
Zipper.
Yeah, probably don't have her in stock yet. Yeah, I guess we'll see what they do release in the next wave, though. I assume there's probably it must be 2 or 3 more waves to come out.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of it's kind of humbling now, but we've seen. You know, we've got the list here of all the in-store stuff from the leaks, right?
Yeah.
I'm looking at it here. We kind of know what everything's going to do now, so it kind of sucks. There's not a whole lot of surprises left. I mean, obviously, we know a lot of audio and stuff, but, like,
yeah.
For the most part, the only ones that are kind of, like, left, like, that we don't know a lot about is Trigger Pete, Trixie, Jack the Reaper, Crypt Countess, and Bullseye. We already have half a demo for Crypt Countess, so it's like, yeah, we kind of know what she does, but not really. Trixie is kind of confirmed to be Dagger Mike, but we're not totally sure.
Yeah.
Trigger Pete, we think, is just a candy dispenser. Jack the Reaper is probably motion tracking with one arm movement, like Nibble, but we got no confirmation there.
Yeah.
And we don't know how many animations Bullseye has, but on the box it says his head.
I assume it'll just be the head.
So he does the same thing as the bowling pin clown from Lowe's last year, and then he might have like torso or arm, maybe, I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah. I see another person here in the chat said that I should buy Monkey Business. Yeah, everyone seems to say that I should buy Monkey Business. I don't know why.
The votes are in.
Yeah.
Listen to the democracy, Alex. Listen to the democracy.
I guess so. Yeah, honestly, I don't know if I'd have to see him in person first to really decide, but honestly, maybe.
He's growing on me so much. A lot of spirit stuff is growing on me, and there's not a lot of things that have grown off. Okay, I hate to say it, Fire Demon's grown off me a little bit.
Yeah,
I think I just have to see a nighttime demo of him. I need to see that lighting, like, actually doing it.
Right, yeah. I assume that lighting feature's probably good at night.
Yeah, Clotting Ground's really grown on me.
Yeah.
Backbend Bonnie, since her Straw Man, though
I like
launched, I wasn't like the most amazed. It's grown on me for sure. Night Owl and Sewer Rat still kind of sit where they are for me, and they're still in like the top. I would say they're kind of in the top 5 for me still.
Right.
I know it's a hot take. I still kind of want Night Owl, especially if his Canadian price isn't like absurd.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he's kind of at that size where he's annoying to put in a haunt. If I see him like November 1st, I'm getting him like immediately.
Yeah.
Like he'll probably still be like $200, but I'll still get him.
Right. Probably, yeah.
I still think Night Owl and Two-Face Steady are like way too overrated. Like genuinely, there's nothing so far that we've seen that I think is like actually like trash. Like all of these,
it's all decent.
Like mid props or higher.
Yeah, I guess so. Honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of the Night Owl guy though. Still, but it's decent for what it is. It's not a personal favorite of mine.
Okay, in my defense here, okay, so I'm a sucker for gargoyles and birds,
Oh yeah.
and that's kind of what he is. He's like a gargoyle owl. His sculpts look good, and his build. Okay, the only problems with him is his wings. Like the rest of him is like good. It's like Wanda Webworth, well built SVI torso. It's his wings that are so flawed. The metal actually isn't bad, and when you consider the fact of how like big the wing animation is, it kind of needs to be built like that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And the
I
creepy
guess.
claw, I think, is a very easy customization to make them
True.
look good. In my recommendation, this is what I'm probably gonna do if I get him. Just cut slits in the creepy cloth, right?
Right. Yeah.
And then like don't even cut like the whole thing, just cut like little slits.
Yeah.
And then you get like more like line details on his wings, so it looks like he actually has feathers. That's all you need. He still has the black undercloth and everything, and it would look good. Like
Yeah.
it's just the fact the wings are one solid color that looks bad. If you just had like more layers of creepy cloth or something, he would actually like look good.
Right. Yeah.
And then lack of animation. If you had mouth movement,
Yeah, I should have added
He
that.
would be like my top 3.
Yeah. Something definitely needs
Fact that
more
they
movement.
didn't put mouth animation on him really pisses me off.
Yeah. I don't know why they didn't think to add mouth animation. Like, it would have been so easy just to add
and
it.
the sculpt is actually designed for mouth animation. You can see it. The mouth is
Yeah.
in 2 parts. They were going to do it, and I bet you
Right.
the Spirit cut it out when SBI proposed it. The prototype
Yeah.
probably has mouth animation.
Yeah, probably. That probably sucks that it probably does. And the race version just doesn't.
Mm-hmm. And Sewer Rat's good. You know, Sewer Rat does the job.
Yeah.
I'd say Sewer Rat has like really good sculpts in my opinion.
Yeah,
Like
he's really
this
good.
is also a hot take, but I think he's like arguably just as good as like the distortions, like Sewer Rat, whatever they have.
Yeah.
The, no, that's the other one. I don't know what theirs is called.
Mangy Rat?
It's Dirty Rat. Mangy
Dirty
Rat is the Morris costumes one.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, and this one, okay, the Morris costume one is like literally just Master Splinter. Like the
Exactly.
hair
Yeah, it looks
terrible.
exactly like
The
it.
sculpt is like mid, and the body. I don't know why he has a human body. This is what like Sewer
I don't
Rat
know.
did well. He looks like a sewer rat, and he
Yeah.
does it well.
Right. Yeah. I think Spirit Halloween definitely did the best with their rat. Compared to Morris.
Oh yeah. Like I said, this year I have like no like there's no F tier props in my opinion. There's nothing that I am.
Yeah, I don't
really,
think
like,
so.
Oh, sorry, no. Wait, I forgot. We have Young He. But out of what we've had so far, it's all good in my opinion.
Yeah, which is kind of surprising because usually Spirit at least has a few ones that are bad, but yeah, nothing really this year that stands out as really bad except Squid Game one.
Nothing on the spectrum of purchasing looks bad. Because let's be
Yeah.
honest here, Young He is not like a Spirit Halloween animatronic. It is just a thing in the store that
Exactly.
is costing you an arm and a leg. It doesn't feel like it's part of the lineup, especially because it's so dissociated. I'm glad they did that.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's like I'm not mad at it. It's just it's useless.
Right.
It does its job and it does its job well, but what job is it? To be a movie prop?
I guess they're probably just doing it to make money because they think they can, but for that price, I don't know
you
if
know
they're
what?
gonna sell it.
I'm honestly not even mad at Santa Art the Clown either, despite the fact he was a reskin, because
Yeah.
he's not in the ISU. Because I'm gonna be honest, I would have been pretty mad if they had the Christmas clown in the Subway ISU.
Right, that would be so stupid.
I genuinely that would have genuinely angered me.
Yeah. Yeah, that would just been so random too.
Mm-hmm.
Especially in a Halloween store, not only just considering the theme and everything.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that he's actually based off the movie and they didn't just make a Santa clown.
Right.
I'm gonna be honest. The day that they make a Santa clown, and eventually SBI will do it. They make all the Santas and they make all the clowns. Someone will eventually propose a Santa clown, and it might just happen at Home Depot.
Yeah.
It will happen. I mark my words. There will be a Santa clown.
Yeah. Probably eventually we'll get that. Wow.
Anyway, yeah, this year's looking like promising. My list is full.
Mm-hmm.
My wallet will be empty.
Definitely,
I don't know if I'll
yeah.
be able to afford anything after season. There will be multiple loads from the bank taken just so I can take this thing.
Same here, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, unfortunately I did make a large purchase and that video's coming out soon, so that drastically decreased my budget. But
Yeah.
I'm still eager to finally buy a life size from Spirit.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
you know, like I said, there's a lot of potential, and Canada finally has stuff.
Yeah.
Good job, Party City. Home Depot better come in clutch. If we don't get any of the goods, like if we don't get anything like any of the good stuff more than what's already confirmed, I'm gonna be a little mad. Like
Yeah.
if we don't get like Fear Valley Wolf or I mean we didn't get that clown. I'm not gonna buy him, but it kind of sucked that we didn't come to Canada. So a lot of people want him.
Yeah. I think it would be awesome to see him. I really hope they bring that guy.
Mm-hmm. And honestly,
Yeah.
okay, so I just want to say this again. We've said this in a couple live streams. I just want to
Yeah.
say this because, you know, if Home Depot stuff's coming out this week,
Okay.
just so I can say I predicted this. But I think we are going to get the Gilman and a Nipotep, like the Universal Monsters.
Oh yeah, those
There's
ones.
a lot of evidence behind it. I think it's going to happen. It's going to
Yeah,
be
that's a
the
good
exact
chance.
same case as Chucky. We're going to get leaks throughout the next few days.
Yeah.
Stuff's going to release on Thursday or Friday, and they're going to be there on launch day. Both of them. Right
Yeah.
there. I don't see why SPI wouldn't do it. Like, they could just reuse the Frankenstein back and
Right.
just put the other monsters on it. If not this year, then next year. Like, they're coming. They're going to happen.
Yeah. Hopefully they'd be awesome.
I don't think I'd buy them. Maybe Gilman if he's cool. But
Yeah. Probably not ones I'd buy either, but they'd just be cool to see.
mhm.
Yeah.
They might not even come to Canada, though, unfortunately.
Probably
Like I said,
not,
so it might just be
no.
like it might just be like an extra licensed character type situation. Yeah, you know, we got Chucky last year, and that really
guess.
surprised me. Because we got him late.
Yeah, that was interesting. I think it must have just been one random one that they decided to add.
Yeah, we got him in like September or something too. It's weird. He just like showed up on the website one day, and I'm like, huh, well, Chucky's here now.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, that was so
and he is
random.
confirmed for this year.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I can't wait to see what Home Depot brings, especially for Canada. Like the U.S., it's all right to see what they have, but yeah, it's really exciting for Canada to see what I can actually buy.
Yeah, so like genuinely, this is chopping up to be a good month. It doesn't seem like, despite the fact everything's coming in late, it's just all going to release like the next few weeks. I think we're going
Right.
to see everything. It's just everything's like been compacted into these final few weeks here. So
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I guess is this a good spot to end after the stream? Maybe. Get a little late.
yep.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone for joining. That was
Right.
a long stream, a fun stream, and like Alex said, might make it one in a week or two of whatever comes out this week.
Yeah. I'll definitely be filming a lot of videos over the next couple weeks if I have time of just like all this stuff because yeah, so much has come out already and there's more to come out, I'm sure. So expect a lot of videos out soon.
I got to finish editing a pretty long video tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like with that. Yeah, I guess. Yeah,
Thanks everyone for
anyways.
joining.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Yeah, sorry I wasn't able to read the chat much in the past, like a little bit, just enough here, but yeah, thanks everyone who joined. Guess I'll end it there.